Live in studio, plus Joe Richards from the Power, and your chance to win FIVEAA locker room and grand final Sixers tickets.
Rowey and Timmy G. The FIVEAA Sports Show.
Yes, hello and welcome to another day in paradise on a Tuesday. Thank you very much for joining us. Interact with us, 8223 0000, or get on the text line and give us your thoughts. Rowey, welcome to another day in paradise, the lovely Tuesday.
It is.
Has it been a good one for you so far?
Oh, well, diesel's $3, no?
No, okay. Well, I had a lovely morning. I had a coffee with my Supreme Leader.
Who's that?
John Carl.
Jack.
Yeah, caught up with Jack, the old fella. He's going well.
That should be hot off the press.
No.
Hot off the press.
No, don't do that. He's good, actually.
Is he 80 yet?
Well, yeah, well and truly. No, he's because he's the 24th of April, I think, or 27th, I think, and he is he'll be 86.
Wow.
And he's
still running a gym.
Sharp, still running the gym. I asked him, how many days you doing? And I kept counting them, man. It's 5 plus a Saturday morning.
He's unbelievable.
He's unreal. So going very well, the great
Good
man.
on him.
And gee,
any words of wisdom, any nuggets he gave you that he could share with me?
Always plenty.
Did he say to you, tell Rowey this?
No, he didn't, actually.
Damn it. I need some Jack Carl advice, mate.
Well, if you give me your subject matter and I'll feed it back to him. But great to catch up with him, which was awesome. But I do have some hot off the press.
Hot off the press.
Now, it's been rumoured the last 24 hours swirling around that perhaps Tex Walker would be rested.
Because I think Finbar
Maley's coming in
as a ruck forward. It might look like he's out, but he's in.
No.
Good.
Guess what?
What?
I was given information.
Oh, hello.
Very, very good source. That
you very rarely do this.
Very rarely.
So did this come from Jack? Is that why you opened with Jack?
No,
it's got nothing to do with Jack.
No, nothing.
Jack didn't write on a bit of paper and just slip it to you?
Not at all.
Didn't send you a fax or a homing pigeon?
I was 2 minutes from getting in the car park when I got it.
Oh, okay.
Mr. Walker was seen walking into an imaging or radiologist.
Oh, but that's not uncommon.
For an MRI, but on Melbourne Street. Now, they normally go over here.
The Calvary. Or near there, yeah.
So to go to that one...
Bit sneaky.
Do
you know what? You know yourself, there's not too many months go by where as a footballer you're not getting scanned on something. Because we light up like Christmas trees.
They scan everything
Well,
now,
they can now. They're so good.
Which is fair enough. And you know what you're dealing with.
Okay.
But does it put more weight towards him not playing is what I'm saying?
Well, it would if he's getting a scan on something. It means he's carrying something. It's 6 days.
Yes.
The young fella, Finbar, is in the team. 1 and 1 may equal 2. I don't reckon it was worth hot off the press.
Oh, well.
Nobody else has reported this.
New information. I think
new information.
This is...
No, that's worthy.
Eyewitness stuff.
Yep.
Okay, so it was validated by another source because we're always told to get 2 sources. So this person told you and you've just gone with it, hot off the press?
2 sources.
Who was the other source? Your gut feel.
Can't reveal.
Oh, it's falling apart.
I can't reveal because...
If you turn into... No, come on, this is the first time you've done this. Let's drill down on this. If you turn into Scoop-de-Doo, this is something Scoop-de-Doo would do.
This is not a...
you started with I'm led to believe.
No, he didn't.
No, I'm led to believe. No, I'm of the understanding.
I'm of the understanding.
No, this is a fact.
Fact, he walked into a Melbourne Street... Radiologist to have a scan.
Had a scan.
Okay, he's out.
Yeah.
That's 10
what it looks like.
10 to 15.
And you heard it first.
No, that's
ridiculous.
Timmy, that's ridiculous.
But you heard it first here.
Okay, well, the teams will drop tomorrow,
Yes.
but 1 and 1 is starting to equal 2. Now, was he on the M's this morning?
He certainly was.
Yes.
So he spoke about the 6-day break that they are having.
Yeah, 6-day break. So we've had 2. This is back-to-back 6-day break.
Yep.
So HPT just managing a few of the older boys. Looking forward to the Cats down at the Cattery.
See, now he didn't say yes, didn't say no. He alluded to nothing.
Anybody else you think that won't play?
Well, I think...
Laird?
Yes, he won't play.
Laird's
He won't play.
definitely
Wants
out. I think if Finbar
Warren?
Maley is in,
Not sure.
If Finbar Maley is in, would suggest to me that Toby Murray's not playing. Now, remember, he was out with a back, so
correct.
They clearly like the 2 model, and they clearly don't want Riley Thilthorpe in the ruck. So let's tick both those boxes.
I think they're thinking longevity with Riley too.
Well, you have to. God, leave him forward and give a little squirt on ball. He's been brilliant. So, yeah, I think Toby's out, not playing. I know that Laird's out. I think there's still 2 concerns. And I think Josh Worrell is definitely one with that calf, so is Jordan Dawson.
Yeah, well, teams will drop tomorrow 5:50 because they're playing on Thursday.
Paddy Dangerfield's out with the calf.
And Paddy Dangerfield, is that?
Out with the calf.
That's news as well. So in the last 10 minutes, Paddy has re-aggravated the calf, which he did in the pre-season.
Do it.
No, you're flogging it.
Hot off the press.
Well, that's hot. He's
This is
out.
getting silly.
Well,
No, it's not. He is out. That is news.
It is news.
That is news.
It is news.
Paddy Dangerfield out.
So that's, bonus you'd say.
Jeremy Cameron in. Been chopping wood on the farm. Fit.
Yeah, he's all
Arms
right.
okay. He's in. Geelong haven't won there for 23 years.
Yep.
Is that right?
Oh, it's amazing.
2003. They've lost their last 14 visits
Games.
to Cardinia Park.
Oh,
the
yeah.
Crows.
Oh, yeah.
Well, they certainly haven't done you any favours with the fixture.
Yeah.
Making sure you got a 6-day break and they had a bye.
Yep, 12-day break.
Yeah, good luck with that one.
All right. Well, there you go.
Okay, so Finbar Maley. Here's actually, Taylor Walker spoke about him on the M's this morning.
Yeah, we want to probably explore on the avenue of playing 2 rucks. So he'll play a little bit of second ruck and then play a little bit ahead of the ball. And
he's more a key forward than a ruck, though, isn't he?
Yeah, but he can jump. He gets at the ball. He's ultra competitive, and looking forward to seeing him play on Thursday night. He's going to create a big contest. He'll split packs. He'll get at the ball. Looking forward to seeing what Big Finbar can do.
I watched him in trial games. He actually does throw himself for the footy. He goes pretty hard at it.
He's a big fella.
He's actually exciting to watch.
I need Fogg to fire up.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
Now, we had a couple of texts like that last night just saying, is he doing enough?
No, he's not.
I wasn't watching him closely enough, but...
He's just too unselfish with his role. And while Taylor's there, he's going to be like that.
Yeah.
Anyway, it's a big game.
It is.
Big game.
But...
Live and local and 5AA, we'll be calling it.
Still winnable.
Of course it is.
Yeah, I don't think Geelong are turning anything on with great fire.
Hey.
No.
Every game, you're one game closer to winning.
Yes, correct.
You?
Well, Port eventually broke that drought, didn't they?
Of course, it's never crashed.
2007,
Rowey.
wasn't it?
Yeah, they did break that one.
Well, it hasn't.
Yeah.
We don't want to be talking about that.
Don't encourage it.
Adrian says on the Unique Homestyle Food text, hot off the press, Nankervis to come in for Laird. So that's what he reckons.
That's
Okay,
what I
nice one,
do.
Adrian.
100%.
Very likely.
Great call,
Good
Adrian.
player. Nankervis, very good. On the Port Adelaide front, Josh Carr made his first appearance on Fox with AFL 360. He was asked a heap of questions, but he got on to the sad news of Connor Rosing.
Yeah, obviously flattening for everyone, and in particular Connor and the footy club. Look, he's done a pretty good job of that hamstring. He's torn the ligaments off the bone, so he'll go in for surgery this week, get it repaired, and probably looking at a timeline, I guess, of 12 to 15 weeks.
Yeah, that was the line that really hurt. 12 to 15 weeks. That really hurt. Look, that's
He's back in August.
That's a CLK legal injury report. All thanks to
awful.
CLK Legal. Do you have a personal injury claim? Get the compensation you deserve. Visit clklegal.com.au. So that's a real bummer. We think Lockie Jones might be available.
He'll be available. He's had some hamstring tightness, so he missed Essendon, but he's okay. Harrison Ram's undergone surgery for his syndesmosis, 5 to 6 weeks, so he'll be out.
Yeah.
And sounds like Tommy Cochran's expected to be back very soon.
Now, that was a long-term hamstring as well, so probably a good 8 weeks for Tom.
So he's got some training to come, and he'll be back maybe in the next fortnight.
Okay, and Ollie White's from suspension.
He's
back
returning.
from
Are you putting him
suspension.
straight in?
If he's done the work, I'd say yes.
And they know that.
But you can manage it well with that 23rd player, providing you get no injuries, so you can manage his game time. But
Gives you leadership, class,
correct.
and some
You'd love to
hardness.
see him
I'm
right in the
putting
middle,
him in.
just delivering,
Yep.
getting the ball and giving it out. So
Who have you got?
hopefully
West Coast.
see that. We've got West Coast at home Sunday.
Well, Darren on the Unique Homestyle text says, if Rosie and Bergman are out, would you give West Coast a chance? They played a good brand of footy on the weekend.
Oh, they played very well. The only thing I will say is I think a lot of the sides that are, what would you say, trying to push up and improve and the like, I reckon they'll be a lot better at home than they are away. So, we'll see what happens if they can follow it up. But, you know what the good thing for West Coast was? They had a lot of their sort of senior blokes like Yo and Cripps and these guys back, and they were fit and healthy and playing good footy. So that helps a lot. So it won't be easy, that's for sure.
Well, they've got a couple of good big boys up forward too. They look
I
all right.
noticed that. Yeah,
that'll be a good game. They're all good games.
Well,
aren't they? Let's face it.
Yeah.
It's Tuesday.
On the edge, man. Tuesday. On the edge.
What did you just say then? I'm on the edge, man.
On the edge, man.
You need.
How old are you?
You need to have more coffees with Jack.
Oh, I love it. Now, Channel 7, our own Caroline Wilson, many years on 5AA, on the agenda setters, she was, going pretty hard on, she believes, it's a Twilight Grand Final this year.
If it's not a Twilight Grand Final this year, I'll be shocked. The AFL is targeting, among others, but very strongly targeting Kylie Minogue to perform at a Twilight Grand Final. Andrew Dillon, who was the one executive really strongly keeping it in the afternoon, is wavering. I think the new chairman doesn't mind the idea of a Twilight Grand Final, and pretty much the rest of the executive at the AFL are pretty keen on it. It will be dark at half-time, but the AFL would need to extend half-time, and that is one option they're looking at. The Commission will meet in early May and make a call on that. They might even make a call as early as gather round.
My first love, Kylie. My first poster on the wall, doing the locomotion.
Is that Ryson? Yeah. That's interesting. A bit late, though. You were about 22 years of age when that came out.
Oh, well, maybe the song she sung before. Yeah. She was on telly before that, wasn't she?
Yeah, I was a bit more Linda Rodstant in the 70s.
Linda?
Very nice.
Linda?
Yeah, big
Linda,
fan.
she was a redhead.
No, she was not. She was brunette.
Oh, brunette.
Gorgeous.
Okay.
Yeah.
I must have the wrong Linda.
Yeah, I think you do.
Yeah. but let's talk about
the
that.
wrong Rodstant.
Do we prefer a traditional grand final, or are we ready for a twilight?
Yeah, or /night.
Why wouldn't they just go straight to night?
It's interesting how they always just meander their way to a decision, don't they? They don't go full bore.
I think as a spectacle, it would be better at night.
Well, you saw one at night.
It was great.
You saw the Brisbane one.
Oh, the Brisbane one was unbelievable. It's a better spectacle at night. But if you were to ask the players, that time of year you don't like dew, they're always slippy.
They'd prefer to be playing during the day.
During the day, of course. So what's more important, a spectacle and TV?
Or ratings, yeah.
Ratings or the players?
That's the decision. Give us a call on that one. But Nick Revolt also on the agenda setters said this is the Harrison Petty, Patrick Voss incident, and rubbed his head and the like. Just have a listen to this.
It's a good decision from the AFL. I know Greg Swan, you've said, doesn't like it. He doesn't like the ruffling of the hair, and I don't think anyone in the game. So get it out. It's fake tough guy stuff, because you know there are no Carl Dittriches or Robbie Muirs to be able to put one on your chin afterwards. So get it out.
Paying a free kick, I think, is a bit over the top for mine. I saw it. I didn't like the fact that you can't actually give him a bit of what's for, but that's it, Patrick Voss. But he's an antagoniser, right? He's going to do that. But you've got to be able to respond in a way. I mean, just giving a free kick away for that, I just think it's an overreaction by the AFL.
It's all of that.
Just let it play out.
What are we trying to, how I don't know. Police do we want to be?
Too far with this one. And for mine, an umpire's got every right to go up and say, hey, look,
is the word I was looking for.
Yeah. But all he's got to do is go up and say, hey, look, cut it out, because if you're going to keep doing that, I will pay a free kick. But it shouldn't be a mandatory free kick just because you rubbed his head. But come on.
We called it gamesmanship. I don't know, getting under an opponent's guard.
Yeah.
We used to be told, whatever it takes, like if his player's playing well, your coach would say, look, whatever it takes to get him off his game. Now, to get you off your game, you want to get a reaction. So the reaction is you play me, not the ball. Your reaction is you give me a free kick and you take your eye off the ball. Your reaction is you punch me in the head. Now, that's okay. You're not going to. We don't want you to do that. Now, I get that. But then in the old days, if you did that, you'd get a punch in the head and you would get him off the ball. But what's wrong with brinkmanship? That's exactly right. So there's no self-policing. The governing body, which is the AFL, has to fine you for it. What's wrong with trying to get a bloke off his game? What is wrong with that? Isn't that what it is? Getting you off your game?
8223000. Free kick or not for rubbing one's hair.
And Twilight Grand Final, and lots to discuss around the Crows and Port at the moment. So your calls on the other side of this break, 82230000. It's 21 after 4.
Rowey and Timmy G, the 5AA Sports Show.
Imagine waking up to a to-do list that includes
Ace.
Don't you dare. Fancy a dance?
Downsize and upgrade your lifestyle at a Living Choice retirement resort and swap chores for choices. Gotcha. A choice of locations to live, passions to pursue, and ways to feel young again. For a limited time, enjoy a $10,000 lifestyle package. Conditions apply.
To happy days.
Visit livingchoice.com.au.
Have you experienced a heart attack or unstable angina? Clinical study is now underway to better understand the safety of an investigational treatment and whether it may help reduce plaque in the arteries. If you're at least 12 months post-event and stable on your heart medication, you may be eligible to take part. To learn more or to register your interest, visit FIVEAA.com. That's EVRIMA.com. Help advance medical research.
On Booking.com, it's easy to book your holiday home. And thanks to no hidden fees, there's no more.
Guys, found an apartment. Wait. Added fees?
We don't do sneaky added fees, so you can go from home to holiday home with no dramas.
And relax.
On Booking.com, finding a holiday home's easy. Booking.com, booking.yeah.
Find one on the train.
Find one at the Oval.
Find one at the shopping centre.
Find one in a heartbeat.
Thanks to new legislation, there are now even more automated external defibrillators across SA. In an emergency, call 000 to be directed to your nearest AED. Visit sahealth.sa.gov.au/AEDs. A message from the Government of South Australia.
When you're gone, who gets the things that tell your story? Like the classic car you've kept immaculate, the beach shack filled with family memories, or the record collection from your youth. If you don't plan now, it could get messy. Donlan Lawyers specialise in wills and estate planning. From the simplest to the most complex, Donlan Lawyers will give effect to your wishes. For wills and estate planning, visit donlanlawyers.com. Hindmarsh Square, Adelaide, and Ocean Street, Victor Harbour.
We love to see you smiling.
The next generation Hilux is in stock right now at CMI Toyota, SA's #1 selling Toyota dealer. Come and experience the Hilux range for yourself, including SR, SR5 and Workmate, with selected models available for immediate delivery. View the range at cmitoyota.com.au or visit CMI Toyota today.
We love to see you smiling.
Oh, what a feeling, Toyota.
Toolkit Depot's Price Beat Promise means you get low prices on your favourite tool brands.
Rowey and Timmy G, the 5AA Sports Show.
It's 24 after 4 on this Tuesday. We're going to go in depth after 4:30 with Port Adelaide and the Crows with our 5AA football experts in Dean Brogan and Matt Crouch, both live in the studio. But we're taking your calls, 8223 0000, straight after we check traffic.
Afternoon at Birkenhead, gravel spill, Victoria Road near Nelson Street. Burst water main with big delays at Eastwood at the moment. Fullerton Road near Glen Osmond Road. Avoid that tonight's just going to be really painful. And super heavy taplies are right at Glenelg North at the moment too. Cameras McGill Road, McGill and Osmond Terrace at Norwood. Looking for great value insurance? You haven't shopped around until you tried UE. You insured. Visit UE.com.au today or call 13UE. Adelaide's most accurate traffic on 5AA.
All right, we'll take your calls. We're going to Everston Gardens. G'day, James.
James.
How are you guys? Good.
All right, excellent.
Yeah, a couple of things. The AFL Grand Final, just leave it as it is. I don't know why they keep wanting to mess around and change stuff. It's just, I don't know. I mean, I'm 60 years old. I'm a bit old school, so it's kind of like, just leave it as it is. And the Patrick Voss thing, I mean, I don't know. I mean, how soft are we getting? It's sort of like, just I don't know.
Yes.
Sticks and stones will break my bones and names will never hurt me. I'm thinking, bloody hell.
A free kick's a bit overreaction.
James, I'm with you. Like, we were all taught, and even the modern play, get him off his game.
Yeah.
Get him off his game.
But,
so niggle him, grab him. I mean, Craig Kelly, pinchy. We used to do all sorts of things.
Just rubbing the hair
is a free
Can't
kick.
be a free kick. What if you're bald? Don't you get a free kick?
Dirk's got one on the text line. Rowey, was it your first poster, Nana Muscuri? Look, it was.
Yeah, you forgot all about it, didn't you?
Then Kylie come along. Well, Nana got too hairy.
Well, you can't say that. You can't
As she got older, she just
We're all
She ended up with the 9 o'clock shadow.
You don't know that. Let's go.
Hello, Tim.
Right, g'day, Tim.
G'day, fellas.
Yeah, Timmy.
Yeah, look, I've played a bit of amateur footy back in the day and so forth, and, I think I'd be the first one to say I did suffer a bit of white line fever, but I never went outside the rules of the game, and even right back then, we had umpires who would pull me aside and say, right, young fella, just calm the farm a bit, otherwise you'd be going off. And that tended to work, and I look at the AFL umpires and, they're often ridiculed. There seems to be a lack of respect on the field from the players towards them. And I can't help but compare the difference between watching international rugby and NRL, where those referees seem to command a hell of a lot more respect from the players. And
yeah, they do.
I think that's an example that the AFL should be looking at and thinking, well, why is that so? Well, that's because they speak to them like men. They're clear in their instruction. They're clear in what they'll accept and what they won't accept, and they're clear in their punishment immediately for a send-off, a sin bin, and they communicate with the captains. We've got captains out there, and you've got to then look and say, well, in that capacity, what do our captains do?
Tim,
It's a good point.
It's an excellent call, and
But we don't want an umpire calling in the two captains. Now, say, can you just get Timmy under control, please? I don't like that.
Those games are different. Plus, they have less referees, if you like.
That's right.
Some of them only have one.
And they have more downtime.
But I agree with Tim's point. What he's saying is, I think the AFL, the way they're managing the umpires is causing the frustration
I
with
agree.
players.
That's a great call. It does, 100%. I'd love to show them more respect. Nothing will make me happier. You got to earn it.
Yeah.
And my trust and respect is hard earned.
I'm just not sure you're telling the truth at this moment.
and let's go to the break and I'll reflect on that.
Dean Brogan can share his thoughts straight after the headlines.
The 5AA Sports Show. Rowey and Timmy G.
Look at your hands. 5 digits, 14 joints, 27 bones, multiple tendons and nerves, but a lot can go wrong. If you're experiencing hand pain, it can drastically affect your lifestyle. If it's happening to you, get in touch with GRIP, a specialised hand and wrist practice with a team of highly qualified hand surgeons and therapists. From therapy to surgery, GRIP can help you get to the source of the pain and provide a solution. Visit gripsurgery.com.au.
Shower time. The best time of the... Is that a crack in my grout?
Cracks mean leaks. Hidden damage. Watery damage.
The home we love falling apart around us.
We should move out.
Got grout out? Time to call the grout guy.
We'll take the old grout out and put the new grout in.
Make Jeps Cross Home HQ your destination with plenty of new stock available this season. It's South Australia's biggest homemaker centre with over 50 stores with excellent dining options available. From craft coffee, Nan Tandoori, Q3 Patisserie and Bakehouse, Subway and the Coffee Club. Plus there's plenty of great deals just in time for Easter. Jeps Cross Home HQ, where it all comes together. jepsxhomehq.com.au.
You might have heard Dave and Will talking about Matt from Ava's Truck Rental Adelaide. Matt runs the depot and he's big on helping people out. If you need to move things or people, Matt has it covered. From single and dual cab utes, 4x4s and tray tops to small and large vans and 12 to 22 seat buses for short or long-term hire. Ask for Matt's mates rates. Visit avis.com.au or call 8241 5200. 8241 5200.
Comparing Lawn Hub's Lawn Care Essentials Pack to the stuff you buy at your local hardware store is like comparing barista-made coffee to instant coffee. One is superior. With Lawn Hub's Lawn Care Essentials Pack, you'll get 5 pro-grade lawn treatments, the same sort used on stunning golf greens. And with an easy-to-understand application calendar, Lawn Hub will help you transform your lawn from zero to hero in 4 easy steps. No guesswork, just results. Order direct online from lawnhub.com.au. I grow mine with Lawn Hub.
This is 5AA News. Always Adelaide.
Good afternoon. Mel Usher with the 4:30 News headlines. Canberra has updated the fuel situation in the states and territories. 46 of SA's 700 service stations are without one or more grades of fuel. There's been a magnitude 2.2 earthquake near Jamestown. Donald Trump has spoken about his love for Elvis while visiting Graceland. And in sport, Geelong captain Patrick Dangerfield has re-aggravated his pre-season calf injury and will miss Thursday night's game against Adelaide. Now checking 5AA traffic.
Afternoon, got a forecast smash to look out for at Ascot Park at the moment. It's on Marion Road near Dawes Road, just near the shopping centre. Monster delays through there. Penfoot, another crash with delays. The Northern Expressway near the Hislop Road exit. And Eastwood, a burst water main causing awful delays tonight. Fullerton Road near Glen Osmond Road heading outbound. Avoid it tonight, it'll just be awful. Cameras, Quick Road, Mitchell Park and Waite Road, Urbray. Looking for the better hot cross buns this Easter? Head to local Brumbies Bakery. Sweet, soft and irresistible. Enjoy better buns this Easter at a Brumbies Bakery near you. Adelaide's most accurate traffic on 5AA.
The 5AA forecast down to 20 tonight, a possible shower tomorrow 27. Right now it's 33 degrees. We'll have more news at 5 on 5AA, always Adelaide.
Toolkit Depot's Price Beat Promise means you get low prices on your favourite tool brands.
Rowey and Timmy G, the 5AA Sports Show.
It's 28 minutes to 5. Eddie McGuire to join us at 5 o'clock. He'll give us the inside word on the AFL's choice to whether they'll go day grand final or twilight grand final for 2026. Matt Crouch is in the studio before 5 o'clock as well, but right now is a good time to tune into the 5AA Facebook and YouTube live stream.
Absolutely. We've got for the first time, thanks to FX, smarter tech for ambitious businesses. We've got Mr. Dean Brogan in the room. Welcome, Brogs.
Oh, thanks for having me. It's wonderful to be here. I've listened to the show a lot over the years, and to be in the building amongst you guys, I feel very honoured.
Oh, stop it.
Yeah. All right, stop the crap.
You're not buying it, eh? You're not buying it.
That was
We've
terrible.
known you for years, mate.
Can we fine him for lying?
Yeah, correct.
Free
Get
kick,
off to a good
free
start.
kick, bro. Well done on your debut as well.
Got him up.
Thanks,
Sunday,
Timmy. Had a lot of fun. Had a lot of fun.
A lot of win there, which was great. But it was important that they bounced back after that poor first round. And then what I liked was they were honest about the acknowledgement of what they didn't get right, but then you had to implement it.
It was. The opening round against North Melbourne wasn't the greatest start to Josh Carr's era, was it? They got beaten in all facets of the game, and they owned it, which you normally do. Jace Burgoyne owned it, really. For Josh Carr to come out and say, yeah, we got it all wrong. They got to work. I said on Sunday on the call that I think more the disappointment of that game was their contest. I think Josh Carr wants to base the Port Adelaide off contest, well, as most teams do, and then you build out around that. They got smacked around in the contest, and it's been a bit of an issue with them previous. You want to get that right most weeks. They got absolutely beaten up around the footy. And on the weekend, disregarded the opposition. They came out and you could tell within the first 5 minutes their intent at the footy and at the opponent and at the speed of the game. They were ferocious, and they based their game off that, and they got their game going. It was an impressive win. You can say what you want about Essendon. We know where they're at, but instead of winning by 20 or 30 points, they had a good 10-goal win. And they looked pretty impressive from start to finish.
I thought Jordan Sweet started the scene. He got rid of his opponent, got it out, gave it to a midfielder, and then was able to push his opponent underneath the ball inside 50 and get a goal out of it as well. He really wanted to stamp his authority on it. The only thing I'll say is I would probably have given Visentini the opportunity to play forward ruck. So he plays deep, maybe plays the Ollie Lord role the week before, and then gets his 7-8 minutes on the ball when the second ruckman's in there, because I think we've got to still persist with it. I think there's something there in him.
Yeah, there is, and it was probably a bit of I wouldn't say an overreaction to Visentini's first week. I just think the contest work was so important to get right, and to bring Sweetie back in, and the connection he's got with the midfielders. He's been there for a couple of years now, so that plays a big part in it as well. Centre bounce and around the ground, and I'm not sure the team's ready to play 2 genuine rucks. I know what you're saying, but it means you've got a big lumbering tool forward when I think they want to go a bit smaller and a bit mobile, which they did, and it looks a lot better. It looked pretty good on the weekend. You've got Mitch Georgiadis. We know what he can do, and you're surrounding him with some small to mediums with a bit of speed. I think, having that other tall lumbering forward might not help at the moment. They might look at it down the track, but I thought they got it right on the weekend. And, to Sweetie, I know as a ruckman, when you get dropped and you get your opportunity again, you got the fire in the belly, you're not going to give your spot up again. So I thought he was really good on the weekend, and he probably stays in for a while now.
Yeah, get that bee in the bonnet, don't you?
Do you like the new ruck rule?
I love it.
Yeah, I do too.
I love it. And when I was young and springy, Rowey, I used to like the old jump. We used to have like 100-metre run up when there was no circle.
Yeah, true.
And then when they brought the circle in, you used to have to jump. It wasn't until, as it evolved, ruckmen started to get across the line and use their body. And what it does now, it gives young springy ruckmen opportunities at an early stage in their career. They don't have to wait 3 or 4 years until they're strong to make their debut. You can actually play some young kids and we're seeing what Adelaide are doing with their ruck now, because you can get up and get the ball to the ground.
360 degrees, that's it.
So I really love the ruck rule, and you got to be able to run around the ground now, because you don't get many throw-ins now either.
So Port got the contest right. They had to. They get their tackling back and all those things that we know they're renowned for. But what about Josh Carr's new game style? He's trying to tweak it a little bit differently to the Ken Hinkley era. Do you like what he's working toward?
Yeah, well, let's look at it from an offensive point of view. I think they're looking to kick the ball a little bit, shift angles a little bit more. We saw last year at times Port Adelaide were handball happy, and it was chaotic. I think what I don't know this, but you're looking at the last 2 weeks, have had a lot more kicks than handballs.
They want to maintain possession.
I think they want to maintain possession and change angles a bit, and when the time is ready to go, you go. And I think they got that wrong week one. They were a bit slow with the ball, and there was a lot of kick mark.
Between the two, I think.
You tend to happen. You tend to do that early in the season. You probably overcorrect.
Yes.
So Josh would have pulled the tape out during the week and gone, there's a kick there, kick to mark there. We should have gone there. We should have given the hands there, or we should have rolled on a lot quicker. I thought they did that a lot better on the weekend. They had a lot more kicks. I don't think the opposition was that good either defending it, but they had a lot more kicks, but they changed angles a lot, and they didn't get back off the mark. That new mark rule, they sped the game up. They put speed on the football, which gave them good inside 50s.
25 marks inside 50.
So, if you're a forward and the ball's coming in like that, no defender in the world can stop that. So I like what he's doing there.
Okay.
From a defensive point of view, I still think they got a little bit of work, and we highlighted it. This is the hardest part of the game. He's putting in some defensive structures. It takes a bit of time. Both games, North Melbourne, Essendon, they've had 48 shots on goal, which is a lot. It's a lot. So they're going to have to tweak that a little bit. It's going to take a lot more time. There's a few times on the weekend we called that the backs were 5, 6, 7 metres off their man. When it's so they're going to have to look. They're probably looking at vision behind the goals on how we defend a little bit better. It's going to take a lot more time. Offense, everyone loves to play offense. Midfielders love to be in the contest. The hardest part of the game is getting everyone to buy into defence. So it's going to take a bit of time. It's going to take a bit of time.
The 3 keys on the weekend, and Campo picked it very early. He's losing him. Radaglia, and Marshall all like to peel off and take an intercept mark. So you've got 3 of them probably enjoying the same sort of role, and they probably just need to get that
one lockdown, the other one over the top.
Coordination to who's going and who's not.
Absolutely, and that comes with synergy. And Marshall, as we know, is a forward who's gone back. So he's going to
very much in his early stages.
He's going to take some time, and the more they play together, the more they train together, the more they sit and watch tape together. They'll go, well, I should have gone then, and you should have stayed on the ground. We saw at times all of them go up and not kill the ball. It was a soft drop, and Essendon scooped it up and got a goal. Yeah, I think they've got some work to do in that space, but it all starts up the ground. Your mids have got to defend. You can't leave your backs hanging out. So it all sort of works together, but it'll take some time, and this is the growing pains that Port Adelaide are going to have a little bit this year, is they're going to probably leak some easy goals at times because they're trying this new defensive structure. But I thought overall, I liked what I saw from an offensive point of view. I think they've got a lot of speed and they can flip the magnets around a little bit more now than what they've been able to do.
One magnet's going to have to be flipped is Connor Rowey. Now that's a seriously long-term injury. I know, speaking to you off air, you probably got doubts whether he comes back at all this season. So, well, it might be a risk factor you might not want to take, but it's a big chess piece to replace. So what do you reckon Port Adelaide can do to try and manage it?
Well, they went out and got a guy called Will Brodie from Freemantle. Couldn't get a game there. Now you can't replace Connor Rowey. He's dynamic. He's your captain. He's an A-grader. He can win the game off his own boot.
His sideways movements,
you can't replace that. But you get Ollie Wines back. You get Will Brodie, who's played at the AFL level, who Kari really rates. He went out and got him because he was at Fremantle when he was there. Do you play like Watkins can go through there? You're going to have to spin the magnets a little bit and just give it a bit of a different look. Jason Horne-Francis plays more midfield time.
Back to his
Hopefully his body can hold up playing that extra 10, 15 minutes a game. But look, it is what it is. You've lost your captain. I don't think he'll come back this year. I think with a nerve injury like that to your hamstring, Stephen Kiniglu had it at the Giants and missed the whole season. So I don't want to alarm any Port supporters, but if you're going to miss 15... I just did, didn't I?
I reckon that deserves a womp.
What's my first? I'm Dave Rowey.
No, mate, say it.
I think if you're going to miss 14, 15 weeks,
I reckon you might be right.
I think you're in a bit of trouble. But look, they're just going to have to cover it with some young players. Berry can go through there, and Horne-Francis steps up. And
everybody picks up a bit.
Everyone picks up a little bit,
This is your debut. Thanks very much for coming in. All thanks to FX, smarter tech for ambitious businesses. Just give us a little idea of what FX can do for your business.
Yeah, so we're a fully IT managed service provider. So any IT support you need, internet connectivity, voice and data, cyber's a big one now. We do cyber protection for all businesses.
Yeah, I like when you said to me, have you had a cyber assessment?
Well, that
makes sense.
That's have businesses had cyber assessments. It's the biggest
keep the Russians
thing
out.
in IT and in the world now. So we do all that sort of stuff. But basically, I like to put anything that plugs into a wall we can do. We can manage and look after. So we're going to look forward to sponsoring FIVEAA this year and sponsoring this segment. And
sponsoring yourself.
I'm sponsoring myself, but it's coming out of my pocket.
EFEX.
FX.
Just Google it. And H used to be a part of the business. Or
He
still
did.
is.
He still is. Michael H, the champion of the Nord Football Club. He comes in every Tuesday and he's like a tornado. He comes in and sits down.
Can you get diesel back under $2?
That's tough ass. That
doesn't plug in.
Well, that's
doesn't plug in.
Dean Brogan, thanks for coming in, mate.
Thanks for having me.
Outstanding work. Dean Brogan every Tuesday. He's an AFL Premiership star. He's also an NBL Premiership star, can you believe? Very rare type. Well, if you'd like to see NBL potential premiership action, Game 2, Friday night at the Entertainment Centre. We at FIVEAA have tickets to give away. A double pass to the 36ers grand final Friday night at home. 8223 0055. You want to get there? It's a sellout. Call in now. Let's check your roads.
4-car collision to look out for at Ascot Park, Maureen Road near Dawes Road, crash at Penfield, the Northern Expressway to the Heasley Road exit with delays, and big delays with the Boost Water Main at Eastwood tonight, Fullerton Road near Glen Osmond Road. Just avoid that tonight. It will be super slow and very annoying. Camrose, McGill Road, McGill, and the Parade, Kensington Gardens. Every minute of every day, a child is admitted to hospital. Help make it a happier place with a $30 donation to the Starlight Foundation every month. Donate today at starlight.org.au. Adelaide's most accurate traffic on 5AA.
Rowey and Timmy G, the 5AA Sports Show.
Hi there, Brett Ibbott here for Mawson Lakes Mazda. They're kicking off the year with a big one. All 2025 plate Mazdas are priced to clear. Plus, a massive range of low-kilometre demos that must be cleared as well. Take a look at their extensive range of models and colours. No gimmicks, no fuss. Just the best price and the best customer support for you and your shiny new Mazda. The 2025 plate clearance. On now at Mawson Lakes Mazda. Salisbury Highway, a short drive from the city.
Go Vita, your local health food shops. With 40 years health and wellness experience and over 300 natural health practitioners specialising in you.
Hi, I'm Peter from Go Vita Tanunda. Introducing Naturode Whey Protein Concentrate, unflavoured and unsweetened, so you can add it to your smoothies, your baking and everyday recipes. 1 kilo now, just $39.95.
Go Vita, Colonnades, Fairview Green, Marion, Mount Barker, Semaphore and Tanunda.
Now, if you run a small business, you probably already know this, but clutter costs time, and time is money, my friend. Now, whether it's your workshop, storeroom, parts area, back office or warehouse, when things don't have a proper place, you waste half your day hunting for the stock. It's just not cool. You're looking for stock, tools, paperwork, equipment. It's frustrating, Rowey.
Does your head in.
Yeah.
And it spins. So that's why Sharman Shelving, look, it's a game changer. I've lived it at home and also at work. Bill and the team, they don't just one size fits all shelving. They come out, they measure your space, they design a custom storage solution, paint it whatever colour you want, put what logo you want on it, whatever it works. Then they deliver and install it properly. It's strong, Aussie tough, Australian made, steel shelving, workbenches, cupboards, even complete fit-outs. Oh, God, they're good.
They are very good.
'em.
Now, your space will look professional or run smoother, and everything will be easy to access. Oh, every business needs a little Sharman Shelving. Now, take a look on Facebook, Instagram, or visit their showroom at Windsor Gardens, or maybe do this. Jump online, sharmanshelving.com.au.
Looking for your perfect home? At Rossdale Homes, we can make it happen. Explore our huge range of house and land packages today at rossdalehomes.com.au. With a variety of designs, locations and prices to suit every budget, your new home is just a click away. Got your own home design in mind? No problem. We'll customise a package just for you, backed by our fixed price guarantee. Rossdale Homes, your local SA builder, because trust is a must.
Pop over to Coles this Easter. Get better than half price on Easter treats, like Cadbury Dairy Milk Easter Bunny 80 gram, just $3.50 each. Shop in store or online at Coles. Offer ends 5th April while stocks last. No rain checks.
So you live on the gazillionth floor of an apartment building, and you were told no flies up here, mate. Guess what? They're wrong. Flies, mozzies, and even birds. How do you keep them out? How do you keep your pets in? Phantom Screens, that's how. Phantom Screens have retractable screen solutions for almost any situation. Single doors, sliding doors, stackers, you name it. Keep the creepy crawlies out and let the fresh air in. phantomscreens.com.au. Phantom Screens. Now you see it. Now you don't.
Toolkit Depot's Price Beat Promise means you get low prices on your favourite tool brands.
Rowey and Timmy G, the 5AA Sports Show.
11 minutes to 5. Congratulations to Dylan at Westlakes. You've got yourself the 36ers double past the grand final. Footy's back at Tyre Power. You can buy 3 Pirelli Cinturado tyres and get the 4th free only at Tyre Power. Heading to Westlakes we are right now as we talk more Adelaide Crows. All thanks to ACET Transport Solutions. Need experienced drivers, they do. And there's a starter bonus for the right drivers. Call them today.
Well, they're a golden team. They've got a golden man with us. His name is Matty Crouch. He was on debut on the weekend. Crouchy, welcome.
Thanks for having us, boys.
Did you enjoy it?
Yeah, it was good. I thought it was the first half of the Crows was they probably didn't play the footy that they expected to play. I thought the Bulldogs midfield were huge in that first half. But the ability to be able to stay in that game when things weren't going their way, and I think the one thing about the Crows is their fight and ability to stay in games when I guess teams are on top, and they did get in front at one stage there, but the Dogs probably they deserved to win that game of footy in the end, I thought.
So let's start with that ball movement early. It was too slow, it was too careful, it was too cautious. Was it more by design or a little bit of that and what the Bulldogs gave them?
I think the Bulldogs
Forced them wide.
I thought they defended the ground really well. I think if you look at the way Bulldogs do defend, they get back into their defensive 50 and get numbers back. And you look at some of the Crows forwards, you'd look at the Crows and you'd do that for sure. So it was an interesting way that they played in the first half compared to the second half when I think they took the game on and moved the ball with a bit more speed and were able to score on the back of it.
I've always said, well, not always said, but a little bit under Nixie, you've got the fight, no question. It's in your DNA. When the Crows are behind and they're told to go for it, that's when they play their best footy. Now, most teams would probably say they can do that. Throw caution to the wind, play through the corridor, play fast, get it quick. But that's how the Crows want to play and should play because they've got that forward to centre. So why does it take so long to get to that?
Yeah, it's an interesting one. I think the way teams defended is part of that, the way the Dogs went about it on the weekend. But, it can be a mindset thing coming into a game. And
I think that was a mindset thing on the weekend, wasn't it?
So I think I think this week in the review that they would have had, I'm sure it was touched on. I think you see Brisbane and teams who have kick-marked the ball really well, they still go forward at the game and are able to, attack on the back of that. But I think on the weekend the Crows probably reflected and they probably did go a bit backwards and sideways a bit too much.
They played 8 people through the centre square. I looked at the Bulldogs, they had 5. So Dawson went to 22 centre squares. Saligo was the next with 16 with Berry. Peatling was 9. Rankin was 10. Rochelle and Thilthorpe. Now, is that too much? You were a midfielder. Are they spinning their tyres too much in there?
Yeah, it's a hard one to answer because I think that all those guys can play different positions. There's probably... Berry probably plays predominantly mid and Saligo probably more mid, but all of them can play forward or wing or different positions. But personally, I love getting the flow of the game and sort of knowing that I'm going to be in there and be able to play through there throughout the game. But, you look at the Dogs, they definitely won that.
Well, they went Bontempelli, Liberatore, Richards and Fraser.
Yeah, and they were dominant, weren't they?
90% of it. And they were dominant.
Yeah. And
now, if it was us, say your best was Berry, Dawson and Saligo, well, load them up. Load them up.
Yeah. I still think there's a spot for Ranks and Rochelle to go through there. Centre bounce, forward half especially.
Okay.
But I think Saligo probably wasn't at his best on the weekend. No. He's still pretty underdone. So I think the more footy he plays, I think he'll get better as well.
Well, at the start of the week, he was out, and then all of a sudden he stayed in. So I don't know what happened there. Does he need a rest? I mean, Campo said I reckon he looks like he needs a rest.
Yeah, you don't want to keep playing him if he's not confident in his body and he's not performing. So I think that conversation will happen this week, and it'll be interesting to see the selection on that one.
Yeah.
With FIVEAA commentary team, normally post-game there's votes given out for who was BOG as far as the commentary team goes. Congratulations, you got 3 votes. Well done. Yeah,
he got them right.
He got them all.
Yeah, he did get them
all.
He did.
All right.
Yeah.
So, well done. No, but congratulations on your first week. It was excellent.
Buds and Murray.
Yeah, Buds and Murray. They were both. Yeah,
well, that's what I was going to ask. Budsy we had on yesterday.
Yeah.
I love the way. I mean, he's standing a guy 6'10", so not an easy task. But his body work and being able to, in the end, really frustrate him to the point where he slung him to the ground
and got a 50 and kicked the goal.
Yeah, that for me, he's obviously with his performance gets under the skin.
Yeah, he's a super competitor, Butsy. And I think on the weekend, he's put guys away in the past in terms of defensively, but I think he had 11 intercept marks as well. So not only was he defending really strongly, he was actually intercepting as well.
Added to the game.
Yeah, so I think, I thought the key backs, and I think the back 6 in the first few games have been huge for the Crows so far. So it's probably the part of the ground that's pretty settled at the moment at the Crows, but there's a little bit to work throughout that midfield.
They've got good continuity, haven't they? Like Miller can run. Hinge isn't in there now, but Laddie, who's going to be out, and Worrell, the third man in, they just have a good role combination that they play as a unit.
Understanding, no doubt. I did see one little thing, quirky. Ben Keys on the far side, and we actually had the brother of the spectator who got the ball. And he rang last night. He said, that was my brother.
Yeah,
and he said, and Keysy said, hold the ball. Now, I thought, tactically brilliant, and I thought, well done, smart, and then it did hold up, and eventually it got back to the player, but all the players had pushed back, and it was enough time to do it. Now, the AFL have given him a warning. We don't want to see it again.
Yeah.
But that moment in time, how's his brain? Is it on that other side of the spectrum where it thinks of things like that?
He can be a bit of a different cat at times, Keezy, but
Yeah.
I loved it. I thought it was really sort of clever the way he went about it. I think when you talk about defences within teams at the moment, they want to slow teams down so you can get back to help. So I think the AFL won't let that happen again. But
said that.
But well done.
it was done well. Yeah.
Interesting. Let's go to Geelong. And Geelong haven't won there for 23 years. You've never won a game at Geelong for the Crows all the years you've been there. Tell us about Finbar Maley.
Yeah, I've only seen it a little bit even when he played at the Kangaroos, but from all reports, big fella, strong build, really good above his head. So, if Tex misses this week, I think he could be someone who could come in and play a role.
Well, they've said that he's going to debut. Timmy came on air at the start and said that Tex is having an MRI, so he may be in doubt. But I think what it tells me, Toby Murray's clearly not fit, but they want to play two ruckmen. They don't want Phil Thorpe to be the second ruckman, and I like that.
Yeah. I think on the weekend, Phil Thorpe going into the ruck probably took away a little bit of his ability in the forward line. He looked a
100%.
little bit fatigued from fighting in the ruck. So I think it's probably a smart call this time of year to leave Riley ahead of the ball. And I think as a team coming up against Riley, you'd want him in the ruck rather than in the goal square for mine.
Yeah, exactly. You'd be excited when he's on the ball.
Yeah. So it'll be an interesting one if Maley comes in this week and does a bit of ruck work.
It sounds like that's what he's going to do. You have no intel on Tex. I know he's a close friend of yours. He hasn't texted and said, I've got a whatever.
No, I haven't. But I think it's 2 6-day breaks. They're coming off, so potentially, it could be a rest for him.
Now, when you're a 5AA expert comments person, you can't hold anything back. So if you've got mail, you've got to bring it to the table.
Okay, that's no worries at all. I'll be searching for some more mail then.
When you get the big bucks, what is it about that oval, Kidinia Park? That's what I call it. I don't know what they call it, the sponsor's name, but it is a skinny-looking thing. It's like a cigar. It has a vortexes where it's out in the fall. If you don't play corridor footy, you get caught.
Yeah. The way Geelong have always played it is you see a lot of teams kick the ball out on the full lot down there because it's so skinny and, they attack so well through the corridor and defend the corridor well. So, 23 years since we've got the chocolates down there. So I'm sure the boys
I'll say is Geelong haven't really impressed just yet, have they? So it's not as if you're going up against the red hot.
Yeah,
that's the only advantage is that it's 12 days versus 6.
I know.
That's what's the AFL doing there with giving us a 6-day break, mate, and they're off the bye.
One last one, because we like talking AFL stuff. So if I ruffle you on the head now, that's a free kick against.
I like it. I don't think it's a great look. The ruffle on the head, to be honest. Okay. I think it's...
Isn't it gamesmanship? Isn't it like, aren't I trying to get under your skin and then you throw me to the ground, I get a free kick, then I've won?
Yeah, it's a bit of a smart-ass thing to do, I reckon.
Well, it is. Well, but we love smart-asses. So I ruffle you on the head, you throw me to the ground, now you get the free kick.
Yeah, I like it.
Do you?
Yeah.
Well...
There you go.
That is
free kick.
Ridiculous.
Free kick, Matt Crouch.
Free kick, Matt Crouch. Are you kidding?
Yeah.
Were you a sledger?
Oh, only if I got sledge, Rowey. I think, if I copped a little bit, I'd give a bit back.
So you counteracted.
Yeah.
What did they call you?
I copped a fair bit over the years. I reckon Buddy Franklin called me a little pudgy little fella one day. So that was he's probably fair enough at one stage, but...
You were never puddly. Your brother got puddly once.
Yeah, he did a little bit, didn't he? But no, it was always good fun.
Leave Brad alone.
It was always good fun.
You got a touch of the gilly ears.
The flappy ears. Yeah, I probably copped that along the years as well. So, yeah. Not as big as the big fellas, though, are they? Big Texans. But...
Just stand next to him.
This is deteriorated.
He's got one that went out at Right Eagles, hasn't he? Well, Matty, your debut was outstanding. Timmy's right. You got 3 votes. Mate, well done, and thanks for your time.
Thanks for having me, boys.
Excellent work, Matty, and we'll hear him across the 5AA football season here across the year. It is time for the 5 o'clock news, and of course, if you're an experienced courier and you're not happy with what you're earning, talk to ACET Transport Solutions. ACET offer great working environment, plus a starter bonus for the right drivers. So if it interests you, visit acettransport.au. We've got Eddie McGuire coming up next in the 5 o'clock news.
Rowey and Timmy G, the 5AA Sports Show. Informing Adelaide for 50 years. This is 5AA News. Always Adelaide.
Down to 20 tonight, a possible shower tomorrow, 27. With the 5 o'clock news, good evening, I'm Mel Usher. Work is well underway to shape the new Malinauskas ministry. The Labor caucus meeting today after the election win. Alice Rolls, Nadia Clancy and former State Labor Secretary Michael Brown are tipped to get a promotion to Cabinet. Health Minister Chris Picton may move to another portfolio. Zoe Bettison, who's looked after tourism, is headed to the back bench. The Cabinet is set to be unveiled tomorrow. It's been a horror afternoon on our roads with 2 accidents, one north and one south of Adelaide. 2 cars collided at the intersection of Victor Harbour Road and Hindmarsh Tiers Road at Hindmarsh Valley just after 2, while a car and truck made contact near Burwood around 1:30. Canberra has updated the fuel situation in the states and territories. At least 500 service stations across the country have run out of either petrol or diesel. 46 of SA's 700 servos are without one or more grades of fuel. The federal government has also announced diesel standards will be lowered for 6 months to boost supply. Farmers and trucking companies have been struggling to access fuel amid shortages, mostly in regional areas. Recently, the government allowed more lower-grade petrol into the country. Energy Minister Chris Bowen telling Parliament the new diesel will have no impact on engines or emissions.
Which will see additional diesel supply into Australia, which will see increased supply from our refiners as well, increased flexibility for our refiners. These are practical measures taken by a government taking action in the face of international uncertainty.
The Prime Minister has hailed the free trade deal between Australia and Europe as a win-win. The landmark agreement has been almost 10 years in the making and will add $10 billion to our economy each year. Along with the trade deal, a security and defence pact with the European Union has also been signed. Anthony Albanese says it's vital Australia taps into as many markets as possible.
This is a significant moment for our nation as we secure an agreement with the world's second largest economy. The Australia-European Free Trade Agreement will lower trade and investment barriers between Australia and the EU, a market of around 450 million people.
There's been a massive earthquake off Tonga. It clocked in at 7.5. Shaking was felt in Tonga, Fiji and Samoa, but there is no tsunami threat. And Don McLean is heading to Australia to celebrate the 55th anniversary of American Pie. He'll play Thebarton Theatre on October 23. Now turning to 5AA sport, and Taylor Walker could be rested for the Crows' trip to Geelong this week. With Finbar Maley making his debut, speculation is mounting the veteran will sit round 3 out. Former Crow Matt Crouch has told Rowey and Timmy G about Maley.
I've only seen it a little bit even when he played at the Kangaroos, but from all reports, big fella, strong build, really good above his head. If Tex misses this week, I think he could be someone who could come in and play a role.
Geelong's Patrick Dangerfield is set to miss up to a fortnight of footy with a calf injury. The veteran had managed a calf issue over the pre-season and scans have revealed a low-grade injury. Well, former AFL CEO Andrew Demetriou says while he agrees with the league introducing opening round, he can understand why fans feel aggrieved by the early bye rounds. It comes as pressure continues to be heaped on the AFL over the initiative due to complicated fixture issues. He says he understands that not having 9 games every season is challenging for people to accept.
And I get that. I mean, I'm not quite sure why that's the case. I'm not close enough to it. But I think if you had 9 games happening every week and the byes in the middle of the season, people wouldn't be so aggrieved.
Now checking 5AA traffic.
Ascot Park got a forecast smash to look out for. Awful delays tonight, Marion Road near Dawes Road. Pevfield, another collision causing delays in Northern Expressway near the Heaslip Road exit. And you're going to want to avoid this burst waterway tonight. It's at Eastwood, Fullerton Road near Glen Osmond Road. Delays are outbound going back to the Britannia roundabout. Just avoid it. Lots of pain there tonight. It's going to be awful. Camera, McGill Road, McGill too. Try faster passes, bold new tastes. Crispy pork belly with Tuscan slaw. Peri-peri chicken with rice and veggie salad. Now that's bold. That's faster pasta. Adelaide's most accurate traffic on 5AA.
Now the 5AA forecast.
Get the Toyota Forklift Advantage. Visit toyotamaterialhandling.com.au.
Down to 20 tonight, a possible shower tomorrow 27, Thursday a possible shower 21, Friday cloudy and 20. Right now it's 32 degrees. Now let's hear what's happening on 9 News tonight.
I'm Brenton Raglis. Tonight, diesel price surge. Truckies warn they'll go bust if they don't pass on huge hikes. The Premier's cabinet reshuffle. Who's in and who's out? Beef relief. The dinner time favourite set to drastically fall in price. And Granny Flat Boom, why your backyard could be your best investment. 9 News. Your news. Night at 6 on 9 and on 9 Now.
Harris Scarf Friends exclusive great brand sale is on now. Save 30% off full price Ninja and save 50% off full price Tommy Bahama. Sale ends soon. Exclusions apply. See conditions online. Harris Scarf. Great brands, great prices.
Not every conversation stays with you. This one will. Join Stephen Bartlett as he asks the questions and nothing is left unsaid. Search The Diary of a CEO wherever you get your podcasts.
March into Kia for an incredible finance deal on in-stock new and demo Tasman X Series models with Kia Finance. Approved ABN holders can get to work sooner with a 1.99 per annum interest rate. That's serious value on serious capability. Visit your nearest Kia dealership and test drive your Tasman today. Minimum $10,000 deposit, maximum finance amount $80,000. Maximum term 36 months, ends 31st of March. T's and C's, fees, charges and lending criteria apply. Hyundai Capital Australia Proprietary Limited. Australian credit licence 554051. Offer extended.
Kia, movement that inspires.
You can rent a little, you can rent a lot.
Whatever you're doing, wherever you're going, you can rely on Red Spot to get you there. We're the all-Aussie, family-owned car rental company in airport terminals and cities across Australia with a new fleet and 100% local Aussie service. And right now, Red Spot is giving you spot-on savings of 15% off every vehicle at every location. Book direct and save at redspot.com.au/radio. T's and C's apply.
Red Spot.
Shower time. The best time of the...
Is that a crack in my grout?
Cracks mean leaks. Hidden damage.
Watery damage. The home we love falling apart around us.
We should move out.
Got grout out? Time to call the grout guy.
We'll take the old grout out and put the new grout in.
Clay Sampson, FIVEAA Milk Company. I look after the sales and marketing. Yeah, so FIVEAA over the 10, 11-year journey's grown our brand tremendously. I guess the important thing is a lot of people now, they just recognise our brand and see our brand, and the fleet of trucks driving around the CBD is very important for us. So FIVEAA have been a massive part in helping us grow and getting our message across.
To get your message out there and grow your business, visit 5AA.com.au and hit the Advertise With Us link.
Thank you, South Australia. Once again, the Hospital Research Foundation Home Lottery has sold out early. And that's because every ticket funds life-changing medical research to support better care and better outcomes for South Australians, like you and your family. All remaining prizes, including the $4 million grand prize, will be drawn Thursday, April 2nd. Miss out this time? Become a member today to never miss out again. homelottery.com.au. Licence M14894.
The news and issues that matter to South Australia. Always Adelaide. This is 5AA.
Adelaide's only local sports show.
The 5AA Sports Show.
Still to come, Eddie McGuire. Is the AFL set to make a major change to the grand final? Joe Richards from Port Adelaide joins us, plus a 5AA locker room double pass for you to win, and Adelaide United's Kianis, along with all your calls.
Rowey and Timmy G.
The 5AA Sports Show.
Enjoying your company tonight. Welcome to the show. 9 minutes after 5 on this Tuesday. Let's not waste any time.
And now,
you got to listen to me, mate.
on the 5AA Sports Show,
I'll give you the tip.
it's Eddie McGuire.
I'll tell you what's going on.
Thanks to Lexus of Adelaide, South Australia's exclusive Lexus dealer. Exceptional service plus encore benefits like complimentary loan cars and premium events.
It certainly has been a big week in footy.
And Harvey Norman Clearance Centre. Cooking appliances, washing machines, dishwashers, TVs and more. 919 Marion Road, Marion.
Yeah, bring us Eddie McGuire, one of our favourites. Now, Eddie, you've pushed tonight grand final. Have you got your own way, Eddie? Welcome.
Well, it usually takes about 4 or 5 years for the AFL to catch on to what needs to happen, and then they do it as their own idea. So I'm telling everybody, head down to the Harvey Norman Clearance Centre now and buy as big a TV as you possibly can get and watch the grand final at a time when we're not usually playing Tarzan movies on a Saturday afternoon in the worst slot in television.
Don't ever go at Tarzan.
Saturday. What's that?
I said, don't ever go at Tarzan.
I love Tarzan.
Johnny Weissmuller, one of my favourites.
That's where he should be on, though. Leave Tarzan on Saturday afternoons The time slot where, by the way, they no longer play free-to-wear football anywhere. And as I said, look, they've allowed the rugby league to knock them off last year in the grand final ratings, not because of anything other than the fact that you need to put the old saying, mate, fish where the fish are. It's called prime time for a reason. Yeah. Not because it's mean-spirited. It's actually where people are watching and wanting to watch television. And if we're going to spend all this money in putting the game into New South Wales and Queensland, let's at least put the biggest game of the year at a time where they might find it. We do it in South Australia, West Australia and Victoria when the NRL's on, because it comes on, guess when? Prime time on a Sunday night. Okay. So if we at least get it into, prime-ish time, Saturday afternoon, it'll be a step forward. So let's hope that comes. And at the same time, I hope the AFL come out and say, right, we're going to fix up what has been an abject disaster, and that is the opening round fiascos, and really get ourselves going. Because, guys, here's one for you. This is an exclusive, if you like, but one that I've given the mail to the AFL this afternoon. You know that there is, at the moment, a forecast for a cyclone to hit Perth at 5 o'clock on Saturday afternoon.
Correct.
Which is roughly when Richmond are supposed to be starting a game against FIVEAA. Now, last week we had to delay G2S versus St Kilda, and last year we postponed a game in far north, or in Queensland rather, because guess what? This is cyclone season. Let's not play football matches in areas where they've got cyclones.
Yeah, that'd be a good
now,
idea.
They might be a bit stiff with the Freemantle game on Saturday, because it's coming down from the north of Queensland down to actually hit Perth at 5 o'clock is the scheduled landing of it. But, let's use our brains. I mean, I can't believe it. The best weather in the world over the last couple of weeks and in the next couple of weeks is Adelaide and Melbourne. Why wouldn't you focus playing your games there? It's just ridiculous. Look at last weekend, my team, Collingwood, didn't play. It's the best weekend to go to the football you could ever have. So let's hide the biggest team in the competition. And in fact, let's play Collingwood away from the MCG for 5 successive matches and put them against non-Victorian teams. To me, that just makes no sense as far as getting the big crowds and getting the big ratings that we actually need when we go to sell the TV rights next time up.
Yeah, fair call. So can I just go back to the grand final? Do you think it'll be twilight or will it be night?
I think they'll go twilight,
okay.
And to be honest, that works for me. I mean, we have these mythical old people and kids who apparently go to the grand final, who seem to not have a worry when we played at night time on a Thursday night during school week. But there you go. It's the vagaries of the announcements coming out of the AFL at times. But to me, I think that's the one that works. We play day and night games, I suppose. We get that beautiful sunset, and you'll be able to put the firecrackers off and the fireworks after the game, which give it a little bit of extra.
Beautiful.
And you might even be able to have decent lighting for a proper pre-match or halftime entertainment or post-game entertainment. Look, it just makes sense. That's what it should be. And let's move towards. It's only a couple of hours difference to what it is now.
No, well done. And is Kylie Minogue going to be the entertainment? That's what we heard from over there.
Well, when she was singing at a backyard party, granted it was at Anthony Pratt's place, richest man in Australia on the weekend. Look, it'd be great to get Kylie. She actually lives in Melbourne these days.
Does
spends
she?
A lot of time over. Yeah, she does. She's living back in Melbourne, but she spends a lot of her time overseas. And look, I think it'd be great if we could get it. But look, we've had a couple of these things, where international acts have come out to do gigs in Australia and particularly in Melbourne, and then they come back for the grand final. There's a few other big things as well. There may well be something around that time which will see a number of international acts. I'm not at liberty to go into detail other than the fact, take it to the bank because I'm involved in it, which would see some really good big international acts in Australia around that time.
Well, hang on. You can't tease us. Give us the initials. You are at liberty. You're on FIVEAA. You are at liberty. Give us the initials.
No, I literally can't. Don't worry, you'll hear it here first. I'll give you the mail when it comes. But big time international acts that are also perfectly suited, and one of those would be Kylie Minogue. So you've got one of them who's in the frame in another project that's coming up. But they are big international acts that would work beautifully in a grand final situation.
Eddie, they talked about if they got somebody, of that note, that they would extend half time. Are you a fan of that? Because we get 20 minutes for half time. I'm not sure players would enjoy any longer than that break.
Look, it's one of those things. I think they extended it last year, didn't they?
They did.
They certainly extended a bit anyway at the Super Bowl, which is, what we look
but they're not as active as us in the game, are they?
Yeah. Look, I don't know. I mean, 1 minute we're complaining there's not enough interchange, but then we've got 25 on the bench these days,
Yeah.
And we're getting injuries left, right and centre. Look, I don't know why you wouldn't be able to get it on and off in 20 minutes, to be honest. So I don't know whether we need to start impacting on the actual grand final itself. Again, it'd be maybe we need to just look at it. We don't have to just do everything slavishly. You can do a pre-match experience. To be honest, I think a post-match experience would be better in a grand final, and leave half-time for us to actually, talk about the game and have a think about it. We don't have to just copy everything every time. Let's fit it around our traditions and what works best in our game. So, no, I wouldn't necessarily be heading down half-time highway. I'd like to keep the sprint going. I'd like to have a couple of those things. And I think pre-match and post-match is where you do your match entertainment.
Nice. The Patrick Voss incident with Harry, they've now just quickly reacted and said free kick for taunting. And if you rub somebody's head, it's a free kick. What's your thoughts on that? Was it an overreaction to giving a free kick, or you want everybody to
I don't think we need to go. Well, I mean, look, maybe, Petty's not the guy who's going to throw one, but do that the wrong person and you get your head block knocked off and then somebody gets 6 weeks. I mean, I said on my podcast the other day that, not that I'm promulgating this, but I would have loved him to go whack and then go to the tribunal and say, well, what am I supposed to do? Stand here and get humiliated in front of my teammates and family and the crowd and on national television? I think you're right. Let's go back to it. You're not allowed to touch anybody in the head. So if you do that, it's a free kick. I mean, if the umpires just gave the free kicks as they are, we saw even Harley Reid. He got whacked in the chops, which was fair enough, in the game against North Melbourne.
Comben, yeah.
But why not give a free kick for charging? You're not allowed to do that. There was a dead ball and he's run in and charged. Just pay the free kicks as they're there.
Correct.
Get the umpires to not overreact to situations and, run around, because that's the thing that really makes us all go nuts is when they, hyper, play these issues. Just get calm and look at the situation and make decisions that are in the spirit of the game. And I think we'd solve a lot of our problems.
Yep.
But no, I'm not big on the taunting. I don't like seeing twerps go up to people knowing that they can't get any retribution. And this whole idea of trying to get somebody to retaliate to get a turnaround free kick, I just don't like it. I think it just is everything that our game didn't used to be. It used to win them and wear them in the game and sort things out. Right, we've moved away from being able to protect yourself on a football ground these days, ridiculously in my book. I don't like punching or anything else like that because there's enough ways to fix somebody up where there used to be and being able to go hard at the ball. But I just don't like the bullying aspect. And the AFL stands for a lot of causes, and I support them in most of them. Well, here's one we can support, anti-bullying, and just get that out of the game. I just reckon the taunting rule in one of the most physical games in the world in the NFL works. I don't think it's too much of a stretch to get the narcs out of our game and let real, hard, tough people play an aggressive combat game of football. There's enough ways to fix people up in that game. Just let them do it.
Eddie, you mentioned the NFL. We've got a big game coming. I think they've all but locked in the date, the 49ers and the Rams. It's probably another committee you sit on. Is it the 11th of September, a Friday at the MCG?
Well, I am actually on the organising committee of that one, Rowey.
Of course you are.
And the sesquicentennial coming up as well for the cricket next year, and I'm a trustee of the MCG. So I can't really say other than, what date did you say and what day?
I reckon it's going to be Friday the 11th of September.
Yeah, well, I can't confirm or deny.
Well done. Well, that's a yes. So, well, I want to be there. I want to get my tickets. Hopefully they get them on the market and do it quick, because they'll get 100,000 there, Eddie. They do it right.
You know that there is an expression of interest at the moment of 220,000 people, including something like 35,000 from America, providing we've got planes in the air. And it is quite incredible at the moment. So, the game will be on a morning, so I can go back to prime time in the United States. Two of the great teams, and it'll be unbelievable. And if it is on the Friday, as you're suggesting, and I don't know, but I'm having a guess that might be announcement on Thursday, If that is announced on Thursday, that would mean that the MCG staff have 24 hours to probably relay grass in the end zone area in particular because of the painting and the markings, and get it turned around for possibly one or two finals over the Saturday afternoon, Saturday night situation, if that's the way things fall. Having said that, there's probably not going to be any Melbourne-based teams in the finals.
I was going to say that, yeah. Well done. Hey, Eddie, as always, mate, bloody brilliant. Thanks for your time, and we'll wait till Thursday for that announcement.
Hey, guys, can I just say one thing, though? I keep telling you guys and myself are talking about our great friends at Lexus of Adelaide, down there at 164 West Terrace. Now, we told everyone 3 weeks ago, go and buy a hybrid electric, plug-in hybrid in particular, Lexus. Now, had you done that when we gave you the mail, how good would you be looking at the moment, particularly if this war continues to go on? Go down and see Wade or Paul Crawford, and you can have a look at the 2025 license plate and registered cars. Get the best deal going around and say goodbye to worrying about petrol prices forever. So that's the way. Go down. They are the best cars on the road, the mighty Lexus down at our friends of Lexus of Adelaide. And as I said, they've got such a good boot, you'll be able to go down and get the big screen from Harvey Norman clearance sales centres and watch the grand final, hopefully in prime time, so that everyone in Australia can see it. Good day, guys.
The only committee I need you to be on now is ring Trumpy and tell him to stop this bloody war. $3 a litre, fair dinkum. Well done, Eddie. Thanks, mate.
Exactly, because how the hell am I going to fly to Europe in the middle of the year if we don't get this sorted out, okay? So I want to make sure those Emirates flights are going really well, but if not, go to Air Fiji because you can
Hang on a minute.
It's an infomercial. Eddie the infomercial. Love it. Harvey Norman Clearance Centre, 919 Marion Road, Marion.
Let's get to your break in traffic, 22 after 5.
Afternoon, these are the three things you need to know for the drive home. A 4-car crash to avoid at Ascot Park, Marion Road near Dawes Road. Awful delays there. Modbury Heights, another collision with big delays. Milne Road near McIntyre Road. And a burst water main to avoid like the plague tonight. It's at Eastwood, Fullerton Road near Glen Osmond Road. Horrendous delays coming out of the city. Avoid Fullerton Road if you can. Camera, Diagonal Road, Sturt. Zero immigration. Pensions up by 30%. Abolish student debt. Double the health budget. Newdeal.au. Newdeal.au. Authorised by Clive Palmer for the United Australia Party Gold Coast. Adelaide's most accurate traffic on 5AA.
The 5AA Sports Show. Rowey and Timmy G.
He's one of Adelaide's favourite sons. He loves his Adelaide Crows. And each week he joins David and Will to share his footy tips and have a few laughs. Catch Fitzy, thanks to Walco. Walco are at the centre of SA's biggest cover-up with their incredibly good-looking Walco mesh pool cover.
Planning your next event? Choose a venue where everything comes together. Adelaide Convention Centre. It's where your vision and our expertise come together, where creative cuisine meets extraordinary productions and excitement and innovation combine in a space that is truly world-class. From corporate gatherings to grand celebrations, we make every occasion unforgettable. Bring your event to life in a venue where it all comes together. Search Adelaide Convention Centre and start planning your next event today.
Is stress making your muscles tense and your mind scattered? Introducing Caruso Super Magnesium Glycinate Plus L-theanine. Caruso Super Magnesium Glycinate Plus L-theanine supports muscle relaxation, cognitive function, mental concentration and focus. It also assists the body to cope with environmental stress. So if you're ready to feel relaxed and focused, try Caruso Super Magnesium Glycinate Plus L-theanine today. Always read the label and follow the directions for use.
They live in filth, bins and excrement. They carry disease and they want to suck your blood. Flies and mosquitoes. Oh, that's no way to live. And it doesn't have to be. With Phantom retractable screens, up to 9 metres wide, they can screen almost anything. Protect your family with Phantom retractable screens. phantomscreens.com.au.
Shower time. The best time of the...
Is that a crack in my grout?
Cracks mean leaks. Hidden damage. Watery damage. The home we love falling apart around us.
We should move out.
Got grout out? Time to call the grout guy.
We'll take the old grout out and put the new grout in.
You can rent a little, you can rent a lot.
From Cairns to Canberra, Perth to Port Macquarie, you can rely on Red Spot to provide the perfect ride for your next holiday. We're the only Aussie family-owned and operated car rental company in airport terminals and cities all over Australia with a new fleet and 100% local Aussie service. And right now, Red Spot is giving you spot-on savings of 15% off every vehicle at every location. Book direct and save at redspot.com.au/radio. T's and C's apply.
If you're after legendary reliability and safety,
Get a Toyota forklift.
yep, Toyota is still the world's #1 forklift brand, famous across just about every industry for their reliability and safety. That's the Toyota Forklift Advantage. And with great electric options and branches all over the country, find the right Toyota forklift for you at toyotamaterialhandling.com.au.
Don't just get a forklift. Get a Toyota forklift.
South Australia, it's time to gather round. The 2026 AFL Gather Round. A festival of footy returns to our backyard from Thursday, April 9 to Sunday, April 12. Gather your mates and gather your family for a massive week of footy, food and festival fun. From Adelaide Oval right through to the Barossa, get in on it. Tickets on sale now. Tickets and more info at gatherround.afl.
Toolkit Depot's Price Beat Promise means you get low prices on your favourite tool brands.
Rowey and Timmy G, the 5AA Sports Show.
27 minutes after 5. Joe Richards from Port Adelaide, not too far away, and your chance to win 5AA locker room tickets.
Well, we had Eddie on saying there might be a cyclone get to level 5 for the Freemantle game.
Which I've
over
never
there in
heard
Perth.
Perth ever having weather like that.
Our resident Perth man, our Saturday sports show man, is Mouse in the house. Mouse, Freo
G'day,
Richmond,
Rowey.
are they going to cancel it?
Well, I actually told Eddie that this morning, by the way, for his footy classified, so he scooped me. But anyway, the story goes that Cyclone Narelle was just coming off the WA coast now after going from Queensland through Northern Territory. It's predicted to re-inform and go to a Category 4 in 2 days' time south of Exmouth near Carnarvon, so past Coral Bay, and it's going to follow the WA coastline. The last cyclone, Category 3, to hit Perth was 20 years ago, Cyclone Albi, which virtually wrecked all the stuff. Now, they're predicting a cyclone Category 3 or 4 if it goes down the coast to hit Perth around about Saturday night. And the game over here, by the way, is about 2 o'clock on Saturday, Richmond versus Freemantle. Now, you imagine this. If you're kicking out from the northern end and you're kicking towards the other end and the ball gets into cyclone wind, you'll be able to kick a goal. So imagine the strength of the wind it'll be. The rain, they're predicting 85 mils of rain on Saturday, about 65 on Friday and about 80 on Sunday. But they're really unsure because if it actually cuts in and goes off towards Jurien Bay, they'll still get a lot of wind here and they'll get a lot of rain. Now, remembering the AFL cancelled the Gold Coast opening round last year, Cyclone, it was only Category 1. Now, this looks like Category 3.
Shift it now.
Yeah.
Patrick Voss, I've got a lot to do with Patrick Voss. The incident was just near me on Saturday. I don't think ruffling the head he got in trouble for. I think it was the crybaby signal and the other stuff he was saying.
That's right.
I think that's what he got in trouble for, like Zorko a couple of years ago. But he's if I was a recruiter, I'd be heading to Wagga because they've got power forwards coming out of the bum up there. They've got Wayne Carey, Cameron Mooney, Patrick Voss. There's more coming through, so that's what I'd be doing. But the Cyclone, they never know what's going to happen, but they're telling people in Perth to batten down for the weekend. And
Well done. Thanks, Mouse.
Thanks,
That's
Mouse.
right. Well, there's only one thing I got out of that. Kick with the wind.
Yeah, kick with the wind when you win the toss. But the thing about it is...
kick with the wind.
Anticipate it and shift it straight away.
Yeah, they should, but they won't.
Play it the night before.
Yeah. Hello, Joe.
Oh, g'day, boys. Look, I played when you guys played, and the two things I didn't like about, Paddy getting his sort of head ruffled and the crybaby. Like in our day, just it wouldn't happen because you could actually do something about it. Whereas now, and I'm not for thuggery or anything, but you just wouldn't do it because you'd know that you'd expect some sort of response. Active response. The other thing is there was also a bit of you got to earn your stripes a bit. And the way this guy is at Voss, is that his name?
Yeah,
Look,
Patrick
I reckon
Voss.
He carries on a bit as if he's played 200 games and kicked 1,000 goals. He's a fringe player at best, and maybe just needs to concentrate on getting a game before he's strutting around the way he is. That's the only thing that
Good on you, Joe.
sort of
the old
Good
on-field
description, Joe.
self-policing. That was good description,
it was-
Joe. You're right. Yeah, dude.
He's strutting like he's John O'Brien.
Yeah, he is. And he ain't no John O'Brien yet.
Not
good
yet.
player.
Not yet. But yeah.
The old
A bit early.
self-policing on the field was right. If I call Greg Phillips a fat so-and-so, I will guarantee in the next pack I'm on the bottom of, I've got a size knuckle right up my...
Let's get to a news break. It's the 5:30 headlines and Joe Richards from Port next.
Rowey and Timmy G, the 5AA Sports Show.
This is 5AA News. Always Adelaide.
Good evening, Mel Usher with the 5:30 News headlines. At least 500 service stations around the country have run out of either petrol or diesel. New South Wales is worst affected. Alice Rolls, Nadia Clancy and former State Labor Secretary Michael Brown are tipped to get a promotion to the new Malinauskas cabinet. And in sport, Taylor Walker could be rested for the Crows' trip to Geelong this week. Now checking 5AA traffic.
Still got really big delays for the drive at Modbury Heights. That's due to a crash, Milne Road near McIntyre Road. 4-car crash getting cleared at Ascot Park, Mount Road near Dawes Road. But still got really big delays with that burst of water main at Eastwood, Fullerton Road near Glen Osmond Road. Avoid that if you can on the drive home. She is super slow. Camera died the roadster tonight. R-Care Quality Aged Care is coming to Adelaide. Discover life at R-Care and career opportunities at the R-Care Adelaide Expo this Friday and Saturday, 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. at Richards South Park. Adelaide's most accurate traffic on 5AA.
The 5AA forecast down to 20 tonight, a possible shower tomorrow 27. Right now it's 31 degrees. We'll have more news at 6 on 5AA. Always Adelaide.
SA Seafood isn't just safe, it's the best. Best when it's bought fresh from your local supermarket or fishmonger. Best shared with friends over a long lunch. And when you're at the beach, best from the fish and chip shop with a little bit of chicken salt. Buying SA Seafood is the best thing you can do for our fishing industry. It helps our state thrive and nothing tastes better. So buy the best. Buy SA Seafood.
A message from the Government of South Australia.
Comparing Lawn Hub's Lawn Care Essentials Pack to the stuff you buy at your local hardware store is like comparing a restaurant-quality meal to a microwave dinner. One is clearly a cut above. With Lawn Hub's Lawn Care Essentials Pack, you'll get 5 pro-grade lawn treatments, the same sort used on stunning golf greens. And with an easy-to-understand application calendar, you'll know exactly what to do and when. 4 easy steps to magnificent. Order direct online at lawnhub.com.au. I grow mine with Lawn Hub.
Yeah, 5:33 now. This is a message. The Hospital Research Foundation Home Lottery has sold out yet again.
Outstanding. Thank you, South Australia. Your support means a guaranteed win for the community, funding life-changing healthcare right here for South Australians like you.
Now, did you miss out? Did you on tickets this time round? Did you? Well, become a member to never miss out again. Membership is completely free and you'll access member-only draws. Someone's got a brand new house.
Yep, wife's got this done and listed.
Automatic.
Bang, in it comes. And you'll even see the next home lottery before anyone else. How good's that little preview? Now, become a member today at homelottery.com.au.
And okay, I reckon a lot of the members end up being the winners.
Correct.
So there's a little tip.
There's a tip.
Okay. All remaining prizes, including the $4 million grand prize, Henley Beach South, will be drawn next Thursday, 2nd of April. Good luck.
Yeah, good luck to everyone.
Life-changing prizes, life-changing impact, homelottery.com.au.
Hi, I'm Bronte Manuel from Toop and Toop. We've been helping Adelaide buyers and sellers for over 40 years. That's why so many South Australians look to us for real estate advice. Right now, in our Toot Vault, we're working with 8,794 buyers in Norwood, 7,809 in Rose Park and 7,751 in Toorak Gardens, all searching for their perfect property in these specific locations. If you're thinking of selling, visit toop.com.au.
The King Living sale is on now. Save up to 50% on Australian-designed, award-winning furniture. Come home to the future of furniture. Come home to King. Sale on now. Shop online or visit a King Living showroom today.
Toolkit Depot's Price Beat Promise means you get low prices on your favourite tool brands.
Rowey and Timmy G, the 5AA Sports Show.
It's 25 minutes to 6. Very soon, Adelaide United's Kianis to join us. We got up over Western Sydney 4-2 on Friday night. We are right in the frame for finals, so exciting time for Reds fans. Join us with your calls, 8223 0000, and not too far away from giving you the chance to win Port Adelaide locker room tickets.
Well, Port Adelaide had a comprehensive win over the Bombers on Sunday, and a man that was a big part of that victory was Joe Richards. He joins us now. G'day, Joe.
G'day, thanks for having me on.
21 disposals, 6 tackles, a couple of goals, mate. Just about the perfect game.
Yeah, I played my role. Yeah, I think a number of us had to lift after the previous week, so to hit the scoreboard and have a few defensive acts as well was nice.
Yeah, you did it all, mate. I was talking to Connor Rosey before the first game, and I said if there was an award for, best pre-season, if you like, I said, Joe Rich would have to be up there. He said, well, actually, we did do a few awards, and your name featured very well. But you have had a very solid pre-season, and that does carry you into a year really with confidence.
Yeah, it does, yeah. I think a good pre-season and a full pre-season definitely helps. As I was saying, you have to be fitter and stronger this year more than ever with the new rules that have come in. So it definitely helps this year more than any year.
As a team, it was important for us to bounce back, and I loved the week it was with everybody saying what we did wrong, how we did it, and how we can sort of correct it. But it was important then to take that into the game. I thought that right from the first bounce, you could see the intent.
Yeah, 100%. And that's what we spoke about during the week in our review was, lacked a little bit of intent against North Melbourne. And, we're trying really well. The intent was there during training. And, I thought we brought that, especially in the first quarter on the weekend.
Yeah, well done, Joe. It was a solid game for sure. You mentioned your role. You're playing your role. What is your role?
Just high half forward, get up and around the stoppage every now and then. But, apply a lot of pressure and try and work hard forward to kick a few goals.
It's a tough role, that one, isn't it? You've got to cover a lot of territory. Do you enjoy it?
Yeah, I do enjoy it, yeah.
Good.
Not a position I wouldn't enjoy playing AFL, so it is a lot of hard work and sometimes a lot of unrewarded running, but us small guys up there sort of try and make the most of it when we can. Yeah.
There is a position on an AFL list that's not good, and that's left, right and out. So there are positions that aren't quite good. Hey, after round one, Josh Carr said in the media and through the media, and I guess he would have said it to you guys as well, and it was very refreshing, mind you, that he got a few things wrong. What were they?
Yeah, he seemed to put the blame on him a little bit, but he's not the one out there doing it, so I didn't think it was completely up to him as to why we lost that game. But, I thought us as players probably didn't have the intent that we should have heading into the game, especially all pre-season. You talk about round one, so pretty disappointing that we lacked a bit of intent there. But, no, I don't think it was Carr at all.
No, well, we know it's not, but it was great that he put his hand up. Do you think the preparation maybe the week before there was maybe just a little bit of complacency? It's North Melbourne, we should get over them, because I tell you what, it didn't look like that at all. That first quarter and your intent from the opening bounce against the Bombers was just superb, Joe.
Yeah, it was completely different. It felt like that. Even just running out there and, I don't know if it just took us around to sort of hit us between the eyes and wake us up a little bit. But, I felt like we were definitely ready on the weekend and had a strong week, as I just said before. So,
well done.
It was good to bounce back like that.
Joe, 25 marks inside 50 is a huge number. You won't get that every week. But what it does say is that players are definitely lowering the eyes and trying to find somebody in there.
Yeah, that's right, yeah. And I thought the work rate of the forwards as well, especially the big boys down there, was really good, which was something that we, again, reviewed during the week, about how we can get a few more looks inside 50. But, I thought the delivery inside 50 was good as well. So when you got those two working together, it generally ends up all right. So, that was something positive that we reviewed today out of the game.
Working things with Corey Durden, it looks like you two are sort of doing, you're doing the high roll. He's sort of staying at home and putting pressure on there, but you're both hitting the scoreboard as well. That's working out well?
Yeah, he's been good for us, Corey. He's only played a couple of games, but hit the scoreboard both times and plays the role that we need him to. And he's really lively down there, as you would have seen on the weekend. Applies a lot of pressure and hit the scoreboard as well. So he's been great for us so far, and hopefully he can keep it up.
Helps having a bloke, number 18, start up forward and electrify the whole crowd with 3 early goals in that first term. But Horn Francis was back to his best. Yeah, he was, yeah. He's a bit of a barometer for us and a bit of a luxury having him up forward. So, yeah, when he's up and firing, it definitely helps the rest of us. And, yeah, three goals early certainly helps. And, yeah, he seemed back to his best on the weekend and he was pretty up and about, which is great to see.
Port's hard-working high half forward, Joe Richards, our guest. You're all going to have to lift just a little bit to cover off Connor Rosey because it's not as if clubs have got 1, 2 or 3 of them. That's a big blow for him. How is he first up?
Yeah, he's doing all right. He's in the club today. Yeah, obviously pretty severe injury to his hamstring. Yeah. So, yeah, I think he's going to speak to the surgeon this week and figure out, what's the outcome and how many weeks he's got off. So, at this stage, from what I've heard, it's about 3 months. So, he rolled into the club today and was doing all right.
Good on you.
But, yeah, you're right. We do need to cover off for him on the field, and not only from just a leadership point of view, but in terms of playing point of view, he's obviously a great player for us. So we'll look to fill that void, which will be hard to do, but do that in the next few weeks.
Yeah, they say 1 in, 1 out. You got Ollie Wines back. Do you think he'll come straight back in? He's served his suspension. Yeah,
he seems fit. Obviously, hasn't played a lot of footy over the last few weeks, but yeah, he's got that experience. He knows what he needs to do to get his body right. So I'm not sure what they're going to do at selection, but Will Brodie, I think, played really well last weekend as well. So there's a number of guys they can look to, but Ollie will be right up there, I guess.
Hey, Joe, you remember your first ever goal in AFL footy?
Yeah, I do, yeah.
Yeah, you do. What about Jack Watkins? He'll remember that one.
Yeah, he's pretty happy with it. Wouldn't stop talking about it after the game.
I like it. And fair enough, too. It was a fair goal.
Yeah, it was. Yeah, nice bit of banana. Took us through, what was going through his mind and how he went about it. So he's pretty happy with it after the game.
Hey, Joe, we call it check side, not bananas.
Yeah, we do actually. Yeah, it's a bit different, but that's all right. It was the same result. That's the main thing. But I do like that 30 minutes after a win where stuff like that happens, Joe, where everybody starts to banter about, what I did, what you did and the like. So I'm glad he was pretty happy with himself.
Yeah, he's definitely happy about it. Even rolling into training today is pretty quick to remind the boys about it.
That's gold. I thought both lads on the wings, they're not super experienced players, McKinlay and Ware, but I thought both of them played the wings really well this week.
Yeah, they did, yeah. As I said before, Corey's been a great pickup for us up forward, but Jacob even more so on the wing, just plays his role really well. He's probably the fittest bloke at the club and uses it really well, so he's been a great addition. And Ewan, he's had a really strong pre-season as well, so I think it was only 3 games into his career, but seems to play a little bit more mature than that. And he's been a great pickup for us as well last year in the mid-season.
Yeah.
Joe, I think it'll be a different West Coast Eagles than the pre-season West Coast Eagles. Gee, they were all right at patches against North.
Yeah, I watched a little bit of that game and they certainly looked a different team to when we versed them a couple of weeks ago now. So, we'll definitely be wary about what they bring. And even from that team a few weeks ago, they've brought in some experienced guys. I think Brady Hoff's back and 1 or 2 others. So, there's no easy games in this league. So, we look forward to that game on Sunday.
Yeah, all about the intent, Joe. Get that intent correct again as you did on Sunday, and we should have another good win at home. All the best with it, mate.
Thanks very much for that.
That's Joe Richards of Port Adelaide, played a sensational role in their victory. As I said, 21 disposals, and I love the tackling. The 6 tackles, just sensational, and he's able to turn around and he hit the scoreboard as well. So
that's a complete game for a high half forward.
Absolutely, you won't get better than that.
No, I agree.
A bit of a repeat dose. Let's take on the West Coast. 12 o'clock, live and free here on 5AA at 11:30.
And if you want best seats in the house,
'cause I'm Timmy G.
You better well play this competition right now. Timmy G's Locker Room Comp 8223 0055 is the number to call. We've got a double pass to the Riverbank Stand locker room seating, which is reserved. You've got pre-game dinner box. You've got halftime Balfour's footy fare and mini desserts, plus a continuous 5-hour beverage package at Adelaide Oval on Sunday. So call in, play the quiz, 8223 0055.
Still got some really big delays at Modbury Heights with that smash Milne Road near McIntyre Road. Heavy delays with the burst water main at Eastwood, Fullerton Road near Glen Osmond Road. That's back to the Britannia roundabout, so find a different way home if you normally go that way. And got a Camera Doors Road, Melrose Park. This Easter, Petters offering a free brake, steering and suspension safety check. Get road trip ready only at Petters. Participating stores only, book now. Adelaide's most accurate traffic on 5AA.
Rowey and Timmy G. The 5AA Sports Show.
Keep your home cool this summer with ducted air conditioning from Mannix. And when it comes to ducted air, you can't go past Fujitsu, Australia's favourite air. Right now, get a ducted system fully installed with no deposit and no interest for 36 months. That's right, not only do you get the best price, but you'll pay no interest for 36 months. Conditions apply. Offer ends March 31, 2026. Don't wait. Get a free quote now at
South Australia, it's time to gather round. The 2026 AFL Gather Round. A festival of footy returns to our backyard from Thursday, April 9 to Sunday, April 12. Gather your mates and gather your family for a massive week of footy, food and festival fun. From Adelaide Oval right through to the Barossa, get in on it. Tickets on sale now. Tickets and more info at gatherround.afl.
Audio has the power to light a fire in you. It also has the power to literally put one out. You've just heard it. Now see it at Commercial Radio and Audio, CRA.au.
Shower time. The best time of the... Is that a crack in my grout? Cracks mean leaks. Hidden damage. Watery damage. The home we love falling apart around us. We should move out.
Got grout out? Time to call the grout guy.
We'll take the old grout out and put the new grout in.
There's moments in life made better by Quincy's Confectionery. Coffee on your own or with friends. Quincy's Scorched Chocolate Almonds. A night at the movies or binging your favourite shows at home. Quincy's Chocolate-Coated Caramel Popcorn. For gift giving, a Quincy's gift box says it all. For nearly 50 years, the Quincy family has handcrafted quality chocolate and confectionery in Adelaide. If it starts with a Q and ends with it's Quincy's. Shop online or in store at 31 Henry Street, Stepney.
March into Kia for an incredible finance deal on in-stock new and demo Tasman X Series models with Kia Finance. Approved ABN holders can get to work sooner with a 1.99 per annum interest rate. That's serious value on serious capability. Visit your nearest Kia dealership and test drive your Tasman today. Minimum $10,000 deposit, maximum finance amount $80,000. Maximum term 36 months, ends 31st of March. T's and C's, fees, charges and lending criteria apply. Hyundai Capital Australia Proprietary Limited. Australian credit licence 554051. Offer extended.
Kia, movement that inspires.
Toolkit Depot's Price Beat Promise means you get low prices on your favourite tool brands.
Rowey and Timmy G, the 5AA Sports Show.
Anna Kianis from the Reds to join us after 6 o'clock, but right now at 12 to 6, we want to get you along to the 5AA locker room.
Timmy G! Oh, yes. Port Adelaide taking on the West Coast this Sunday at 12 o'clock. The 5AA locker room tickets, very, very sought after.
Ooh.
Now, you have to guess the question and you have to go to the number, but you can't go over.
So nearest the pin without going over.
Correct. All right. Dave at North Haven. G'day, Dave.
Dave.
There you go, mate.
All right, mate. The question is, Jared Schofield, he played 131 games at Port Adelaide. How many wins did he have out of the 131?
82.
82.
Oh,
Thank you, David.
Hang on, before you do another one, did he play in the Premiership?
Yes, he did.
He did too.
He did, indeed. Let's go to Prospect. Lucas, your guess?
Luke.
71.
71, thank you, Lucas. Michaela?
69.
Okay, thank you for that,
that's low.
Michaela. Scott
sorry.
at Brighton. G'day, Scott.
How are you, mate? 75.
75, thank you, Scott. And last but not least, Cheryl.
Cheryl.
56.
56, thank you, Cheryl. I've got to admit, all of them did not go over, so that is a good sign.
I went over when we rehearsed.
David was the most accurate with 82.
Well done.
Congratulations, Dave. It is actually 85, so you're only 3 off the mark. Well done, mate.
Not bad, eh? 60-odd%.
Yeah.
It
Now,
is,
have
Dave.
you been in the FIVEAA locker room before?
No, I haven't, actually.
Right, well, you're going to have a marvellous time. Let me tell you, you get to see the boys warm up. You see them at half-time. You see them post-game singing the song, and you get a pre-game food. You get half-time balfours. You get 5-hour beverage package. I mean,
And
Dave,
knaps.
can you use that wisely with somebody else?
Oh, I have to take the missus, mate. I'm a St Kilda supporter, but she'll be bloody over the moon when I walk inside and tell her in a second.
Geez, you got some brownie points coming your way. Well done, Dave.
Between me and
Congratulations.
you boys, I bloody need her, mate.
Hey, join the club.
It's only the depth.
Yeah,
Only the
you know
depth
all
that
about her,
varies.
Rowey. There you go.
Good on you, Dave.
Well done, Dave. Congratulations. Well
Enjoy
played.
it.
Did you hear the husbands in the background with
Yeah,
the guesses? Now, mums, wives,
Yeah, I love it.
just go with your gut feel.
Yeah.
Don't listen to him.
Yeah. Well, he
Go with your gut feel.
That husband or partner got it wrong.
Got him wrong.
Yeah. So
Got him
there you
wrong.
go. But, hey, well played.
No, it's sort of doing that all week. West Coast, is it Sunday?
Sunday.
Another Sunday game, Timmy.
Very early one too,
And
by the way.
ridiculously
Very
early.
early.
Probably
Midday.
unnecessarily
Well,
early.
look at the fixture. So Sunday there's 2 games.
Yeah.
Port Adelaide and West Coast is at midday.
Yep.
And then there's a game at the MCG. I think it's Carlton and Melbourne,
Melbourne.
at
It is too.
2:50.
Yeah, ridiculous.
Why?
Tell me this, though. Do they, we know, I've already answered my own question, but do they care about SA or WA?
No.
Because
Yeah, you've answered
poor
that.
old West Coast supporters, they'll be having their omelettes and their scrambled eggs and the like at 9:30 watching the game.
They will.
What a joke.
Yeah.
They're 2.5 hours
That is-
behind.
and
That's
they,
wild.
They got bad weather coming. They got cyclones coming at them. They got
Just
9:30
on that,
games.
when does daylight saving finish? The end of the month.
Normally the
This Sunday or
first,
next Sunday?
No, normally the first Saturday in April.
So that's going to be Easter.
Correct.
Oh, goodness
So
me.
you're going to get your hour back
Okay.
on the evening of Saturday, Sunday morning.
Now, sample season launch is in the mall
Yes,
tomorrow
it
from
is.
10. We're going to be there live from 4. Another
doing our
massive
show
year
there.
ahead, isn't it?
Oh, yeah, huge.
Every captain, every coach from all 10 clubs will be there. So get on down there and support the sample. We certainly will. Love
Yeah,
it.
I love the launch every year. Normally go and have a listen to, and you get to talk to people and get a bit of an insight into their year, what their pre-season's been like so far and the like, and who's coming in and out.
all the
yeah.
hope.
Yeah, so there's a lot of change.
Just on the sample,
Few
Nathan
coaches coming
Bassett, my teammate.
He's at Westies.
Right, he's out at Westies. He got that
Chris
Burgess.
Burgess got Chris
That's a
Burgess.
good sign.
He'll be on the show with us tomorrow along with Darren Chandler.
Yeah, great. Excellent.
That's a big signing
And
for them.
of
That'll
course,
straighten them up.
Doc Clark taking on Glenelg.
Doc Clark.
He's got that job, of course.
Jimmy
so-
Rowe, captain.
of
Eagles.
the Woodville West Torrens Football Club, which
How's
is,
that? Co-captain.
Well
Niners as well.
Yeah.
Proud of them.
And Riley Knight as well.
Riley Knight,
Yeah.
the big
Excellent.
Knight burger.
Oh, and that's
Congratulations
Joe
to him.
Sinor, so many years, terrific servant for the football club as well. So
All the captains and them will be down there. I hope James has finished putting in that sliding door in my place. That he's competent now.
yeah, perhaps give him a call afterwards.
Yeah,
about
okay,
that.
fair call. Now, you in the ad break had he doesn't listen, so he would have cared. You in the ad break had a bloody good idea.
Well, we got the Shield final coming up. We're defending
Starting
it.
Thursday.
We're playing Victoria.
Over there.
All you got to do is look at the forecast, and it's looking pretty ordinary on Thursday when it's supposed to start. Yeah, a little bit of that.
For the next 3 days.
I thought to myself, both teams are just hanging around doing nothing. Start it. Start Monday. Should have started yesterday and said,
Perfect
let's
weather.
get on with it.
Perfect weather.
Because you'll get 3 good days in at least.
Junction Oval, they've just played there.
just
Get the
played
heavy
there.
roller out.
Done,
Play
let's
it there.
go.
5 days before
Shouldn't
the
have
rain
mucked around.
comes. Done.
Should have looked
Great
at that forecast
idea.
and said, get on with it now. I mean, it suits them. Rain's out, they just win.
They win. Not fair.
Which probably they don't care about.
Yeah, that's
We're
exactly
in good
right.
form too.
Let's hear from Alex Carey and Ryan Harris.
I hope it's a really big Victorian crowd. We set a really high bar last year and the Vics are proud and no doubt will try to outdo us. But as players, it's exciting to play in.
I just feel as though we're peaking at the right time and there's no better time to peak when you're going into a big final.
Hope so.
Look, it's 5 days, so I know it's Melbourne, but surely it can't rain for 5.
Oh, it can.
Can set in.
Hey, here's a good text. Can you slap DBJ and wake him up? What's that about?
Yeah, he had a very slow start on the weekend. Yeah,
Okay.
very slow. So, I can understand where that was coming from, but he's the sort of bloke that will just pop up now and kick 3 just to annoy that text.
Yep.
Which can happen. But, yeah, I'm a little concerned about that weather and our opportunities to defend our shield. And I just don't think it's fair if weather beats you, not the opposition.
Yeah.
That's my thoughts. Now, you just mentioned about the Sample launch. We've been privy to something that's getting released tonight, and I know that's embargoed, but keep your eye out for it, Norwood fans. There is a very, very clever
promotional
video coming out for 80 years of Cooper sponsoring Norwood.
So let us don't tease it like this.
Yeah, be careful. No names.
Cooper's a iconic brand in this state.
Yep.
An iconic brand for my football club, Norwood. And they've matched it up with one of our most iconic players in Gary McIntosh. Now, that's all I'll say.
I said no names.
You're allowed to mention that, aren't you? You mentioned Coopers and Macca. Well, that's a marriage made in heaven.
Yeah.
Macca and Parla. Oh, God, he had it intravenously fed through his gills.
Because it's Sample launch tomorrow, I think once this is launched tonight, I want feedback on it tomorrow.
Oh,
I want people to ring up and tell us what they think.
It's as good an ad as I've seen.
It's as good an ad as I've seen in a long time.
There you go.
Loved
No, I didn't break any embargoes.
I think we'll teach what an embargo is in the news.
Yeah.
I mentioned, hang on, he mentioned Coopers and I mentioned Macca. I didn't say anything more than that.
I don't think there's much left to
I've had it
give away.
personally sent to my... How did you get it, by the way?
Oh, none of your business. Like that. I'm an ex-premiership player, you know that.
That's a fair call.
Time for the news.
The 5AA Sports Show, Rowey and Timmy G.
Who can fix the shower?
Service today.
Who can fix the power?
Service today.
Yes, we can, is what we say. Service today. Every time you see our bright yellow trucks in your area, we're helping out your neighbours. We can help you too. So for the best plumbing, electrical, heating and cooling work, call Service Today 24/7. Can you fix the shower? Yes, we can. Can you fix the power? Yes, we can. Yes, we can, is what we say. Service Today. Call 1300 Service.
Thank you, South Australia. Once again, the Hospital Research Foundation Home Lottery has sold out early. And that's because every ticket funds life-changing medical research to support better care and better outcomes for South Australians, like you and your family. All remaining prizes, including the $4 million grand prize, will be drawn Thursday, April 2nd. Miss out this time? Become a member today to never miss out again. homelottery.com.au. Licence M14894.
Stop buying junk Snap-on products from hardware shops. Real professionals treat their lawn with a multi-step process, not a bottle of whatever's on special. Lawn Hub's Lawn Care Essentials Pack is pro-grade lawn care in home-friendly sizes. 5 treatments, an application calendar, all delivered to your door. Transform your lawn from zero to hero in 4 easy steps. Order in March and you're in the draw to win an Allet cylinder mower valued at nearly $5,000. Lawnhub.com.au. I grow mine with Lawn Hub.
BRW, Bathroom Renovators Warehouse.
Looking for a stunning new bathroom? Want the high-end look without spending a fortune? BRW can design and renovate your bathroom from start to finish at a budget that suits you. Visit our showroom today and see our beautiful new bathrooms on display. BRW, beautiful bathrooms at warehouse prices. 16 Research Road, Paraka.
We are BRW, Bathroom Renovators Warehouse.
When you've lived somewhere for 3 years, you're not a newbie, you're a local. Just like Cherry. This month, Cherry celebrates 3 years in Australia. We've learned locals love a party. So, we're having a birthday sale. Save $2,000 on the C5, the Tigo 4 Hybrid or the Tigo 8 Super Hybrid. Offer ends March 31st and conditions apply. Cherry, for the road ahead.
Danny is here from Gramazio Foods. It's home of celiac certified masterpieces.
Easter is about family, good food and gathering around the table. But if someone in your family is gluten-free, entertaining can feel stressful. At Gramazio Foods, we have over 75 celiac certified products that make hosting simple. Prepare one meal, serve everyone with confidence and enjoy the day knowing it is safe and delicious for all. Gramazio Foods is located inside the Burnside Village Shopping Centre, the Grove Shopping Centre at Golden Grove and online at gramaziofoods.com.au.
SA. It's who we are. It's what we do. It's where you know your barista by name, and they know yours. Where your fruit and veg shop keeps you smiling with seasonal goodness straight from the farm. And your favourite local spot always comes through with the goods. It's all the things that make us, us. And buying local means $1 spent here stays here. So when you're out and about, look for the state logo and buy SA for SA. A message from the Government of South Australia.
Connected to our community for 50 years. This is 5AA News. Always Adelaide.
Down to 20 tonight, a possible shower tomorrow, 27. With the 6 o'clock news, good evening, I'm Mel Usher. Service stations across the country are dealing with ongoing fuel supply issues. At least 500 have run out of either petrol or diesel. The federal government has announced diesel standards will be temporarily lowered. More from Nelson Scott.
Hundreds of service stations around the country are running dry as the war in Iran continues to upend supply chains. In a bid to ease the burden, Energy Minister Chris Bowen is allowing lower quality diesel into the market for the next 6 months,
which will see additional diesel supply into Australia.
The Fair Work Act is also being amended to help fuel-starved transport companies renegotiate their contracts with retailers and miners. But Nationals MP David Littleproud argues the government has been late to the party.
Truckies are worried. We're going to some regional towns where the fuel station's empty.
The opposition has launched a website in which the public can upload information about fuel shortages and price hikes.
Europe claims Australia's geographic isolation will no longer provide protection amid increasing global challenges. The President of the European Commission, Ursula von der Leyen, made the comments in an address to Federal Parliament today. Ms von der Leyen is in Australia to ratify a trade deal along with a Security and Defence Pact. She says like-minded countries need to work together.
The world we live in is brutal, harsh and unforgiving. It feels upside down. What we knew as certainties are in question. The comfort blanket of yesterday is ripped away. It is confronting.
The Malinowskis Ministry for the Premier's second term is set to be unveiled tomorrow. The Labor caucus has been meeting today. Alice Rolls, Nadia Clancy and Michael Brown are set to come in, with Zoe Bettison and Nat Cook stepping away from the front bench and the retired Andrea Michaels needing to be replaced. Well, Donald Trump has stopped by Graceland while visiting Memphis. He was given a tour of the house and signed a replica of the guitar Elvis used in his 1973 Aloha from Hawaii concert. The president impressed with the property.
I've never been here, no. I'm a big fan of Elvis. Who isn't, right? But I think he's great. I think his music is incredible.
Now turning to 5AA sport, and Taylor Walker could be rested for the Crows' trip to the Cattery this week. We already know Finbar Maley is making its debut. The Cats will be without Patrick Dangerfield, who has a calf injury. Lockie Jones will be available for Port on Sunday. He's been cleared after experiencing hamstring tightness last week. Meantime, Harrison Ram has undergone a successful syndesmosis repair and has started rehab. He's looking at 5 to 6 weeks out. Bombers forward Kyle Langford is backing in under siege Essendon coach Brad Scott on the back of a horror start to the season. Langford says there's no confusion in the messaging from the coach.
Scotty's our coach and we listen to Scotty and the message filters down. In terms of our coaches, it's our development. So they're there to help us with our craft, understanding the game, footy IQ, all that kind of stuff. They're not there to coach strategy. That's Scotty. So no, there's no mixed messaging.
And Travis Kelce has signed a new 3-year deal with the Kansas City Chiefs worth $55 million American.
Let's go, baby. It's official. Excited for 2026 and just excited to put on the Chiefs uniform in front of you guys again. Let's get Arrowhead rocking, baby. We'll see you guys in a few months.
Now checking 5AA traffic.
Still got really big delays with that smash of Modbury Heights, Milne Road near McIntyre Road. Awful delays of the burst water main at Eastwood. You're going to want to avoid this one. It's on Fullerton Road near Glen Osmond Road. Delays back to the Britannia roundabout. Just give it a big miss tonight. And got a camera Adelaide Terrace, Edwardstown. Looking for great value insurance? You haven't shopped around until you've tried Rowey. You insured. Visit rowey.com.au today or call 13UWE. Adelaide's most accurate traffic on 5AA.
Now the 5AA weather.
Get the Toyota Forklift Advantage. Visit toyotamaterialhandling.com.au.
Down to 20 tonight, a possible shower for your Wednesday, 27. Thursday, a possible shower, 21. Friday, cloudy and 20. Right now, it is 31 degrees. Now let's hear what's happening on 9 News tonight.
Thank you. I'm Brenton Braglis. Tonight, the nightmare forecast, $4 fuel and possible food shortages. One Nation's first member of the South Australian Parliament with more on the way. Passport skipper Connor Rowey reveals he'll be sidelined for months with a ruptured tendon. Don't worry, you haven't missed the news. Start over on 9 now as soon as you're home.
Setting the agenda for South Australia. This is 5AA, always Adelaide.
Toolkit Depot's Price Beat Promise means you get low prices on your favourite tool brands.
Rowey and Timmy G, the 5AA Sports Show.
Yeah, really happy. Not just with the win, but the way we play our football. You know, we got the result playing the football that we want to play, being the team that we want to be. So credit to the boys for executing the game plan that we had really well. So yeah, really pleasing with both performance and the result.
Well, Rowey, our Reds had a terrific win away. They played Western Sydney Wanderers and won 4-2. And what was a bit of a thrilling contest, let me tell you, when we were 2-1 down. I had some nerves going, but absolutely enjoyed the end result. We got one of their stars. Well, he's been a defender and a very good one, but
he's had a good year.
Got on the scoreboard.
He did.
Let's welcome him, Panos Kianis. G'day, Panos.
How you going, guys? Thank you for having me.
Well, I did write this down. You got your name in the paper, mate. Got a goal.
It's nice a tap-in.
It was a nice little tap-in.
It was a tap-in.
About time. It's been a while since I scored one, so it was good to get on the score sheet.
As I was saying, though, it was a pretty electric game, and when they were 2-1, I'm thinking, we can't drop this one, but geez, we hit back well.
Yeah, obviously, you know, they're not where they want to be on the table this season, but they're still a very, very good side. They've got some very, very quite daunting threats. But yeah, we have full belief in our attackers that we're going to score goals, and you know, once you put one away, then it just doesn't stop.
You've been without the skipper, Craig Goodwin, for some time now. I just like the way everybody's just picked up a little bit, you know, and you have to carry a little bit more each. And I think everybody's done it really well. And I'm particularly impressed with Yaya Dukuli's season since, well, all year, but since Craig went out, it looks like he's even lifted the bar again.
Yeah, obviously to lose, you know, your captain and it being Craig Goodwin is a massive loss. But saying that, yes, the boys on the wings have stepped up dramatically. Yaya, Johnny, you know, they're probably some of the best attackers in the league. It's quite scary to come up against them in training. So, yeah, we have full belief in our whole squad, and there's still other players who haven't played as much but are very capable. Ben Falami, Austin Ayubi, are very good players. So we have a lot of depth in those attacking positions.
Well, Yaya went to Goody's wing. Goody won't get that wing back, Timmy.
No, he's in trouble.
Back. Hey, Panna, I don't know what this is, but I love our fight. We just keep coming on teams, and even when it's 0-0, we just keep pressing. I do like that, but a fan, and I love the Mighty Reds. I'm more confident when we're one down than when we're one up.
Yeah.
Are you a bit the same? Like we just when we're one down, good luck. We'll get that equaliser and we'll keep coming.
Yeah. Yes and no. Look, I guess when you're losing a game and you have such good attackers, you have full faith in them to score multiple goals in a short space of time. But I think compared to previous years, we have gotten better at, you know, not conceding as many goals, especially when we're winning. We're very solid, and everyone understands the game plan. And if we can execute that, then we have no issue.
Yeah. And it's probably a byproduct of Carl Viet. He was there for a long time. When you guys attack, you really attack. If you got one, I could nearly say we're going to get two. Do you feel that as well?
Yeah, for sure. Under Carl, it was definitely like that. You know, there wasn't many games where Adelaide United would just score one goal, and that's sort of the trend this season was followed. The goal is to not let the opposition score and score as many as we can.
Yeah, and I think under the new regime, clean sheets is high up on the agenda as well, and we do feel better down back. I mean, our goalie does help that, but I feel stiffer down back.
Yeah, obviously, the goal in the game is not to concede goals, but when you're coming up against such good players, sometimes it's difficult. But yeah, we have a game plan, as I said, and everyone follows it. And Josh plays a major part in it.
He does.
Such a leader and guides us through a lot of moments. So we feel strong down back, and yeah, it's getting to that point in the season where, you know, conceding goals less and less is hopefully coming.
We've got Auckland on Good Friday, but you've got a week off. The Socceroos playing their games, and it gives the competition a week off. What are you guys doing with that?
Yeah, we're still training probably harder than we have. A few boys can have a little bit of a rest, but no, the standards are still going to be very high. And as the boss says, it's what you do when no one's watching, which counts the most. So, we're still going to have a big week at training and prepare for Auckland.
Yeah, which is fair enough too, because that table is still frighteningly dangerous, isn't it? We're equal third, but then you go down to 6, which is 28. It's not a lot in it when you've got 4 games to go.
No, that's exactly right. It's very, very scary how close the table is, but we know how good of a team we are, and our goal is to finish as high up as we can.
Juan Menez, we've got a lot of players under 23. It's well noted how young we are, but Juan Menez, I just love his one-touch ability and his experience in those moments, and I think he's anywhere near the goals. I think the opposition, especially the keeper, be thinking, oh,
squeaky bum time.
Look out, because
squeak.
He's so clean, isn't he?
Yeah, Juan is. I've never seen someone strike the ball the way he does. In training, it's unbelievable. And not only his footballing ability, but the connection he has with the players is amazing. He's such a good player in the change room. Everyone loves him. And yeah, he's starting to get to his peak now, and it's quite scary for opposition teams.
Pano, we got Auckland there, second top. Newcastle are top in 2 weeks in a row. Are you Greek Orthodox?
I am, yeah.
Okay, well, you won't care because it's Easter Friday. Your Easter's later. Can you tell all the Catholics down there not to block their bungholes with Easter eggs? I want them to win next week.
Well, they should know that. I shouldn't have to tell them that.
Exactly.
Well, how do you all feel about, like, every sport now plays on Good Friday? It's one thing that I just don't like.
Mm-hmm. Well, for me, it's okay.
Yeah, well, I know that. That's why I said.
But, yeah, look, I mean, it's not ideal because, you know, obviously people love to do things with their family, especially on such a major day. But I guess we get to do what we love on such a special day against a very, very good side. And hopefully we can get a good crowd and get a good result.
Now,
well said, Pano.
I'm hearing some rumours and innuendo here, Pano.
Oh, hang on. We don't deal in rumour and innuendo.
Well, that's why I'm going straight to the source.
Oh, come on, Pano.
Could this be the last season for Pano at Adelaide United? Is there rumours of going over to Europe?
Oh, hello.
Well, it's obviously the goal. But, yeah, we'll see. We'll see. My thoughts now are to win something here because there's nothing better. There's nothing better as a young South Australian to do something special with your club. And, yeah, look, whatever happens, but the focus now is to win something with Adelaide United. That would be the most special thing.
Who's wooing you, Pano?
What was that, sorry?
Who's wooing you?
Trying to trap you.
No one. No, it's all talk.
We'll let it go, Pano. But you know what? Whatever happens, you're right. Focus here first. Yeah. Win the championship. Right. We'd be over the moon with that. But you know what? Whatever happens from here on, you go with our blessing. You've been an incredible player for us. You're developing magnificently. So you deserve that opportunity if you get it. And go with all of our blessings. And then one day, come back and play for the Reds again at Coopers.
Thank you very much. I appreciate it. Yeah. To come back one day would be very special.
Excellent stuff, mate. Keep the good work up. 4 games to go before finals, and we'll be there. Go you Reds.
Thank you very much, guys. I appreciate it.
Good man. Panos Kianis, our guest, very good defender. And
Now-
you know what? He's headed for greater things, which is great. And we've had so many. We've got Nestry over there. We've got
All of them.
the Toure boys doing
Yep.
really well. We've got so many great players playing overseas that I think it would be great to see a young fella from our backyard go there again.
What did I say the week we got back about the Reds? We get it together, we can win it. This next 2 weeks, Auckland, Newcastle.
Says it all.
I tell you, I'll be making a massive statement after the Newcastle game.
Hold.
One way, Timmy, one way or the other. I will be making a massive statement. We're no chance or we're every chance.
Panos Kianis, our guest. Go, you Reds.
Oh, it's always dangerous now. 14 minutes after 6, before we go to the break, I noticed, Timmy, during the 6 o'clock news, you were just sort of having a little look at some local sporting vision in a grand final, which just looked pretty good.
Well, lawn bowls, I know there'd be a lot of people out there enjoying.
Well, it's finals time.
Yeah, it's finals time. It's the final, GF, and a lot of clubs would have been competing and the like, but the Premier League, which is the highest league you can play here in South Australia, was fought out between Adelaide and Somerton.
Okay.
Now, Adelaide, a very good side, apparently got a player that plays for Australia, so which is excellent, but the game was incredible. Like, it gets to the last moment and it's 77 all.
Hang on, 77 all.
77 all. So
wow,
they look at it. They look at the situation because I was told about it, and I'm going to try and find the skipper of Somerton because
So
I
if
need
you're
to
from
speak to him.
Somerton or you're from that game or you're at the game or you watched it, 822 300 00. We
Give
want
us
to
a
get you
call.
on after the break. We want you to paint the picture because this is an amazing
It's the most
result.
amazing finish, but I'll hold till the break to tell you what happens next.
Okay, that's a nice hanger. 15 after 6.
The 5AA Sports Show, Rowey and Timmy G. Get a coach's perspective each week on the 5AA Sports Show when Rowey and Timmy G chat with Scott Camporeale for Coach's Corner. Thanks to unique homestyle foods, trusted by South Australian businesses for over 35 years. See the difference.
Hi, Brett Ebert here for Mawson Lakes Mazda. There's a lot to like about Mawson Lakes Mazda. They'll take care of you with next day servicing, complimentary loan car, vacuum and wash. And your breakfast or lunch is on them. Your car gets the love too with their state-of-the-art service centre, brimming with top-trained mechanics. At Mawson Lakes Mazda, they'll look after your car and look after you. Mawson Lakes Mazda, just a short drive from the city.
Oh, ow. What was that? Oh, I know you're out here somewhere. Where are you?
Searching for a better night's sleep? For over 30 years, Town & Country Mattresses and Beds have helped South Aussies sleep better with custom-made mattresses and electric beds. As an aged care and NDIS provider, they specialise in high-low and electric beds. Find your better night's sleep at Town & Country Mattresses and Beds, 68 Research Road, Paraka.
Hi, Grace. I really have to thank you. What for? I finally took your advice and went to Gilmore's Comfort Shoes. Oh, that's good. They fussed over me and showed me all sorts of shoes. And they had so many shoes for my wide feet, not to mention my funny toes.
I'm so glad you went. I get all my shoes from Gilmore's now. Do you reckon you're up to walking the museum?
I am now. Let's Van Gogh.
Oh, dear.
Get your new shoes at Gilmore's Comfort Shoes, South Road, Melrose Park, opposite Castle Plaza.
Left the bins out a day late? Yeah, it'll smell, but there's always next week. Missed your rego renewal. It happens, but hey, get onto it. Forgot Mum's birthday? That's dangerous. But leaving your pool to go green? That's not on. Fix it now at Pool Supermarket O'Halloran Hill, the mega store with every part, pump, chemical and toy you could need. The biggest range in Adelaide, plus free water testing. poolsupermarket.com.au. Don't leave it too late.
You can rent a little, you can rent a lot.
Business too small to be noticed by those global car rental companies? Well, you can rely on Red Spot to look after you. We love renting to small businesses because we used to be one. We're the only Aussie family-owned car rental company in airport terminals and cities across Australia. And right now, Red Spot is giving you spot-on savings of 15% off every vehicle at every location. Book direct and save at redspot.com.au/radio. T's and C's apply.
Red Spot.
They say one of life's biggest decisions is buying a home, but sometimes the hardest one is leaving it. At Anglicare SA, we're here to help you stay where you belong. We offer support for everyday things like cleaning, gardening, cooking, but are also experts in care management, allied health, and clinical nursing. Because we believe there is no place like home. And with the right support, there is no reason to leave it. Find out more at Anglicare SA. You are at home.
Toolkit Depot's Price Beat Promise means you get low prices on your favourite tool brands.
Rowey and Timmy G, the 5AA Sports Show.
It's 19 minutes after 6. Taking your calls, 8223 0000. Timmy was giving us a good storytelling just before the break. Left us with a cliffhanger.
A good local story.
Good local story. It was the Premier League final of the Lawn Bowls Association South Australia, and it was Adelaide v Somerton. And it's got down to the last bowl. Last bowl, 77 apiece. There's bowls all around it, and it's Adelaide who are
around the kitty,
which
is the little white thing,
the little jack, and they've dominated, right? So the skipper's got to make a decision because they're going to get beat here. They're going to
either draw.
It'll be probably 80 to 77 because they've got around about 3 there. So a couple
go
of the
for a big drive.
Yeah, a couple of other guys have had to go and missed. The captain comes in. He stands up.
The skipper.
He goes down. He crouches. He drives the ball. It goes through. It hits one of the Adelaide bowls. Whack into the kitty.
And the kitty had to go into the...
Has to go into the ditch.
Yeah.
It disappears. The commentators are silent. Everybody else is silent. They look around.
Where is the kitty?
That was what was said.
Where is the kitty?
Where's the kitty? And then it's in the ditch. Some of them people went...
And they win.
And they win.
A 1 in a million bowl, apparently.
A 1 in a million. Unbelievable scenes.
Yeah.
They run onto the rink and they just go mental and start high-fiving and you name it. And it was an incredible moment.
A 1 in a million sporting chance. 8223 And if someone rings in Stephen Bradbury or Maria mentions, that's 1 in a million.
But it's
it's dead set like kicking a goal after the siren.
Yeah.
In a grand final.
As good as that.
It was like that. It was amazing. I just thought, what an incredible lawn bowls moment that I don't think will ever be repeated.
But into the win, into a howling win from 60 metres and you've only ever kicked 40. I mean, that's a freak of a bowl. You showed it. You had it up on the YouTube.
I did.
Was that what we were watching?
That's what we were watching.
Or we were watching
Same thing
TikTok.
that we're on.
Same thing we're on. It was a 1 in a million.
Yeah.
Oh, how good.
Now, there must have been somebody out there that was watching it, that was witnessing it, and it was just staggering. Because a mate of mine actually went to the final, Wayne Marnie. So Wayne Marnie's now a lawn bowler. He's at Woodville.
Yeah.
He played Div 7 last year. They won the flag, bunch of mates.
Yep.
The A-grade skipper come up and said, "You're not staying there anymore. Come up here."
Oh, you're up the big boys.
He plays A-grade. Played off for the A-grade championship.
I went to a joint 80th at the Woodville Bowl.
Yeah,
and as I'm walking through it, then they mentioned Wayne's a member. There's a lot of good bowlers that are there.
Yeah.
That's not grass, that's synthetic.
They got both. They got both.
Oh, have they?
They got both.
I didn't see the
ranks.
grass.
Yeah. So they got both. Yeah.
But they reckon the synthetic's good stuff.
Well, I suppose it's consistent.
Consistently good.
Yeah, as far as that goes. Have you tried, though? I find it a very hard game.
My nana is in the West Australian Hall of Fame for lawn bowls and went to 3 Com Games. Yeah.
Really?
Ollie Rowe. I've said that 100 times.
Wow, how good.
She was gifted.
Yeah. Oh, because
gifted.
For mine.
And she was a skipper of the 4.
Yeah, I find that, it's never the same distance because they throw the jack and it can be short, can be long, you name it. I find that really hard to...
There you go. Ollie Rowe. She's got a Google. What's that?
It's a Wikipedia. So she's got former international lawn bowls competitor for Australia, 3 World Outdoor Championship medals. She's got 2 silvers in 1973 in Wellington in the team and the triples. Yep. And she's got a bronze over there as well for the 4s. Look at that.
Wow.
Ollie Rowe.
How about that?
God bless her.
That's your...
That's
heritage.
my dad's mum.
Wow.
When she was 71, walked to the letterbox to get the mail out.
Yep.
Was dead before her head hit the ground.
Gee,
massive heart attack.
Oh.
Well, she was the best cook. She was the best cook. She would, but when I say cook, not a roast.
Yeah.
Like biscuits, chocolates,
baker,
cakes, and we all got a bit fat. And
does that work?
I think Nanny's heart might have got a bit fat too. But how good's that?
Well,
Ollie Rowe.
We've got somebody who just so happened, Timmy G, to be in the winning team of the lawn bowls story you discussed.
It's Scott. G'day, Scott. How are you?
Timmy, how you going, mate?
Oh, tell us all about it. I've just watched it. That was unbelievable.
Yeah, it was one of the greatest grand finals, I think, to ever be involved in. Adelaide were the team that were probably the favourites going in. They'd lost one game for the home and away season to us in round 2, Somerton.
Right.
And, yeah, played them in the grand final and ended up winning the last bowl of the game, which is probably equivalent to kicking the final goal after the siren to win a premiership in football terms. So
that is amazing.
It was just what moment, when it goes down the other end? It wasn't you that bowled it, was it, Scott?
No, it wasn't. No, it was our skipper from Scotland that came out and played for us this year.
Right.
Wow.
Now he's made the call because they had appeared that they had bowls all around it.
Yeah, they did. Yeah, so Adelaide, it was all square gun into the last end, and Adelaide held 2. And, yeah, Chris Carswell had a drive and basically had to open the head up, as we call it, and the jack went in the ditch and we had the back bowl, which gave us the one shot. So, and the victory.
God. So, degree of difficulty or the skill required, Scott. I said to Tim, it'd be like kicking a goal from 80 metres out with a howling wind into your face.
Yeah.
I mean, talk us through the bowl.
Yeah, it would be basically on the boundary line, say about 40, 50 metres out from goal and just nailing it straight through the centre.
Yeah, Scotty Hodges style.
Yeah.
Scotty would have made that bloody bowl, I tell you.
Gee, Scott, the celebrations afterwards were just so exciting. Of everybody running onto the rink, it was just amazing.
Yeah, for a game of bowls, you wouldn't really see that. That's the thing about it. And I think at Summerton and even Adelaide, they're both young in age. Yeah. And there's a lot of youth in both sides, and I don't think we treat it like a bowls game. At the end, it's because I said I played football myself a little bit in my junior days, and it just had the football atmosphere to it. Which was good. Which was good. So
the thing I love about bowls, and Dennis Lilly coined this phrase. He said, we had a social team, we drank, we had the best time, and then a game of cricket broke out. Yeah. Bowls is like that. You go with your mates, you play, whether it's 9 hours or what you've done, Scott, and then a game of bowls breaks out. And that's the bonus of it, isn't it?
How did it flow afterwards, Scott?
Oh,
very, very heavily that night. That's what I can say.
Good on you. Well, mate, congratulations.
Yeah, congratulations to yourself and everybody else at the Somerton Bowls Club. That's an outstanding win, mate. Well done.
Thanks, guys. Appreciate that.
Well
awesome
done.
Stuff. Scott Taylor, our guest.
Become a member.
Yeah, absolutely.
Get involved. It is the best sport.
Oh, dear.
My nanny is a Hall of Famer.
You want to save money?
Play bowls.
You go there, the beers are
$4.
Oh, they are.
Well, and you know what? The more you drink, the more you save.
Yeah, true.
Rowey and Timmy G, the FIVEAA Sports Show.
Cluedo the play, the hilarious murder mystery. Was it Miss Scarlet in the kitchen with the candlestick, or Professor Plum in the library with the rope? Murder and blackmail are on the menu when 6 guests gather at Body Manor for a night they'll never forget. This fast, furious and funny whodunit will leave you dying of laughter. Cluedo, a killer night out, literally. Playing now at Her Majesty's Theatre. Book at Cluedo.